What's up, gamers? We're back in the lab. Today we are going to be doing something very different, very exciting. We've got Wazoo on campus. I'm Summer.
I'm Milshi, or Mel. Hi, I'm from Wazoo. I'm in pre-vet, which is unconventional for most gamers. But I am here on Idaho State University for the first time in this lab. And my players are a few steps away from me, just about to fight against Idaho. I'm obviously biased.
Hey,
sorry.
I might be biased as well.
No,
I might
it's
just
so
be.
fair.
Yeah, we're super excited though. But yeah, this is our first LAN event ever with League, which is super exciting. Yeah, hey, we've got production yapping at me. This is our first League LAN event. We did have a Rocket League, which you can check out the VOD on our Twitch. But for League, I think this is going to be really exciting because it's just got so many fans and so many people that just love to see it.
Yeah,
lab is full.
The irony is that people love to watch League, people love to support League. There's so much fan art, there is so much just community created content. But the players hate each other. It's
there is because I don't know a ton about League, but that crazy like butting of heads is so apparent. No. I love it. I love some haters.
Yeah, no, thing is, it's not even haters of that hate dislike the game. It's its own players.
No,
people.
It's just the heat between each other.
Torture to play that game, but it's so
self-harm to play League.
It is. It's actually heroin. I was queen of League for maybe 3 months, and then I played again, and it was so sad.
It's tough. It's tough. So who do you guys have for your lineup of players that you brought in?
So we have our top laner Tomarico, our jungler Monchek, who I believe is switching mid game, and then find our mid laner, Bina our bot laner, and Steven as a support. He names himself after himself in real life, so there's no helping it.
Just like Jim Bob.
No, he just self-doxes himself all
the
time.
It's just your address as your name.
Basically, yes.
That's
that is
good.
him.
Social security number as your user.
Do you want to introduce UI?
And then for UI, we've got Bino, Doom, Kayak, Jaggers, and Einte. Eint? Okay, they're gonna kill me because we were just discussing how they're gonna kick our butts if we mispronounce it.
I think it was Eint.
Oh, it's Ain't.
Yes.
Ain't?
Oh wait. Oh my God.
I think that's how you say it. Ain't.
But what if it's the AI from AI, so it's
Eint?
I?
Eint. I'm gonna go with Eint. I'm gonna lock that in as my final answer. If that is wrong, hey, I got close.
Can catch us mid stream.
I got close. I think that's a B if we were to put me on the grading scale. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. So we're gonna call you Eint. Eint. Love to Eint. For UI, my apologies. I should probably know better as one of the UI casters. But yeah, we're gonna be kicking off our game pretty soon here. I know we're still kind of getting situated, getting everybody kind of on the same page here.
Yeah.
Make sure the computers are running. We've had a few hiccups tonight, but we're trying to get those locked in. Hopefully we can have a pretty smooth night of gaming.
Yeah, I'm already kind of struggling because the TV that's meant to help me to our right is distracting me so much.
It has
keep
delay.
Looking at it.
The delay's awesome. But what's great is you will know when you're hot. Kind of with the delay of however many seconds.
I guess I don't know. It's just distracting because I see it in my
pretend
peripherals.
Pretend it's not there. I can even scoot it. Let's see. Oh yeah, Mel, do you have any socials or any other things you'd like to plug?
I'm sorry, I just tend to jump in.
Go for it. I love it.
So we do have Wazoo's Wazoo Esports' Instagram. That's probably the main way we talk and promote events. Usually through the time stuff, or we make cute little posters and post it up there. If there aren't any Wazoo students watching, trials are kind of ending, but
Is
our
this how
tournaments.
you guys do it, W?
W? Okay.
Oh shoot. Is that it? And the V's. I can't remember what the V is. I think it's that.
I have no idea what you're referring to.
I don't know either. I feel bad. I don't go to the sports events too much.
No, you're good. I have not touched a football game, which is very sad. I really need to go to a football game, but I'm not much of a football enjoyer.
No, the Wazoo football players, the whole community, rabid. I love to see it. I live in Pullman, so it's really been fun seeing everybody just oh man, they just go nuts during football.
And the streets are awful after the matches as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, Stadium Way is just packed and it's hilarious to watch.
You can't go anywhere. I worked in downtown at one of the bars, doxing myself. Pop by. Won't tell you which bar though. Anyways, but yeah, we'd come in and we just get like swamped with like dads that are coming to visit their kid and watch
That
Yeah.
sounds so right.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty fun though. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. I love to see it.
But yeah, no. I'm like drawing a blank right now.
No, you're fine. So socials though, you were saying.
Yeah, so we do have Wazoo Esports. That's like probably the main one we go to. Other than that, we primarily promote like club events or club information through the Discord we have, as well as posters like on the school. Like I think I can maybe pull up Wazoo's Instagram and maybe like give you like
Yeah, let's
guys
plug
the
that.
name.
Let's definitely plug that. And if you guys want to find any of UI's socials, go to uidahoesports.com. You can follow our Discord. We've got Beak Bonk coming up, which is a really big event in April. We're going to be doing tons and tons of different gaming things. We've got Smash. We've even got Magic the Gathering. We're bringing in one of the top 50 Smash players. You'll have to check out the website and see who it is. And we're going to be running tons of other things. Yeah, lots of casting and shoutcasting and just a lot of good times. It's supposed to be way bigger than last year, so it's going to be super fun.
That's gonna be great. Like I'm
Yeah.
so actually happy to see that like as like new students come in, because I've been at Wazoo now 3.5 years, or no, 2.5 years, so I'm on my third year right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like seeing the game community like grow like substantially is make me so happy.
Yeah.
Like it feels so good to see just people like video game culture growing, and also people just being friends through that.
I love it. I'm really excited to have you guys here, especially as we're two of the bigger universities for our states. And having us right next to each other and both having these programs that are getting bigger, I really think we could have a gaming community exploding out here in the Palouse, especially with pushing Beak Bonk. Like, I would love to see you guys, some of you guys coming out to Beak Bonk. I think that'd be really cool. We could
That would be
probably,
neat.
we could definitely coordinate something to have you guys out there.
Yeah, I definitely need to
Pop
talk
by.
with that about Lawless, because he's the president, but I am marketing, so I need
You
to get
check
better at my
out.
job. I got
Hey,
hired
killing it.
like 2 days ago, so
Oh, come on. You're killing it. See, 2 days in, you're getting some info here.
yeah,
You're getting
like
some hot info.
also like Cotter information. It is wazoo.esports on Instagram, and as well as we have a link tree in the account description that gives you like all the information, but it's mostly stuff that would matter to Wazoo students, like trial information.
Guys,
But,
check it out.
Like
Yeah, I love that.
it also like kind of gives you an idea. Like if you look at the list of stuff, what we have at Wazoo, we have League of Legends, Rocket League, like Overwatch, Splatoon.
We've got
Smash.
Splatoon.
We do have Splatoon.
Nice, we don't have Splatoon.
Yeah, some people just don't know that Splatoon exists. At
Splatoon's
Wazoo still.
awesome.
I wish I played it more. I just didn't get a Switch, and then like I only have like a Switch Lite, and I don't really want to play a shooter on that.
It's on the
general.
Switch, like.
In general, like I grew out of like Switch like shooting so quickly.
There we go. Okay, and it sounds like WSU, you guys are going to be playing the blue side first game, and it's going to be starting pretty soon, so we're getting into the pregame
Okay.
stuff. So what are you expecting to see from your team getting started? I would assume you guys are a newer team for the semester.
Yeah, we do tryouts early in the semester,
Mhm.
like about like second or third week, and then after that we design teams and we have people like practice. We have our teams play for a amount of time as a kind of a way for them to familiarize and get prepared for CLOL, which is the big League of Legends like collegiate tournament between like schools. I can't remember which section was playing. Last year we played I think Pack U.
Pack U. Okay, nice.
Yeah. So this year I'm not quite familiar with what we're playing, but I sadly did not know the usernames of like people here that are playing tonight. So I like to look at players and see what they play regularly, like their mains and stuff, and just like out them. I also haven't been paying attention to the meta. Like I have not touched a league since like the beginning of season 13 probably. Like I've only like looked at like lore releases, characters, and like maybe new items.
Because it's 14 or 15 now, isn't it?
We're in the 14th season,
We're
I
in
believe,
14th.
right now.
Gotcha. Hey, you were there for the last season. I can't say I was.
No, that's
So,
fair. Like
You're killing it.
I've played League for maybe like 3-4 years now. I'm not as long of a player as some of our teammates. Like I think Tomarico has been playing since season 4 at least.
4?
Yeah.
Wow, that is a vet for real.
I was
That
about
is
to
a
say he's
vet.
kind of a loser.
That's he's really bad.
I like
actually.
to make fun of Tomer so much. He will be like probably my punching bag. Like the first thing I hope in this match is for him not to lose top lane.
Just immediately just decimated on top
yeah,
lane.
he, in my opinion, he had a bad history of losing top, or at least leaving lane even. But
I love that we're setting the expectations low.
I don't know. I just know my sweet daughter Bina, our ADC, will win. I love her. She's my daughter. I wish her older sister was watching. She would watch our streams. Bina's older sister, and it would just cheer her on. It was so cute.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm super excited.
Actually, we're seeing bans right now. Idaho is so far banned Akali, which is a mid laner, Jinx, ADC. I'm gonna like kind of talk about roles a bit since you aren't.
I'm a little newer to this. Gotcha. Okay, and it looks like we'll be swapping cam in a minute here. We're gonna check out the lab. But anyways, yeah. So we are.
We're just
Jinx.
Yeah, Jinx is an ADC. Siren Arcane. Ornn, who's a top laner, tank. He's primarily tank. On blue side, which is Wazoo, we banned so far Briar, who's a jungler or a top laner, one of the two. I don't know. League tries to like let characters play different roles, but then they're like, oh, this is too strong in this role, and we want to make it play more in this role, so like they kind of nerf it. It's weird. Then we have Sedge, which is another jungler, or Sejuani. She is a tank as well, like Ornn. Seraphine, I hate Seraphine. She's stupid.
Love it. Just like, is the lineup of like moves just ridiculous?
Kind of, not really. She isn't necessarily overpowered. I just hate her as a character.
Oh, gotcha. Just the lore behind the character. You're like,
yes.
I don't like you.
Yeah, I don't like her. Then they like retconned it so she seems better as a character. She's still evil.
Bad person.
So far, though, we've seen Karma, who's a support enchantress, Senna, who is a support ADC, one of the two. This is possible we might see Karma mid. I haven't been watching I've not been keeping track of Fine's mid lane picks this season. We have Tom Kench, who can either be top lane or jungle, primarily top lane. That's Wazoo. As for Idaho, we see Neela, who is a close range ADC. The melee ADC is try to introduce her. She is bot lane, obviously, with Tarek, who is a tank support, a pseudo enchantress, as well.
Pseudo enchantress. That sounds like a blast.
Yeah, the funny thing about Tarek is he is the aspect of Twilight, I think, and he can just make people not die for a few seconds, like his entire team just not die if they're in right area.
Really, just like a quick immortality for a minute.
Yes, but he requires weird mechanics. Like he's more of he actually auto attacks, which is just melee hits regularly, a lot more than spell casting, because his auto attacks make his abilities cast faster because it reduces his cooldowns.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I'm gonna finish explaining Tarek. Then we see Olaf. Olaf can either go top lane or jungle. He's been a menace as of late on top lane. I've seen him be such a toxic pick. Olaf top is always just never fun. We're
bringing the toxicity in. I wonder who's running Olaf on Idaho.
This is already gross. I mean, I would expect that to
probably
disgusting. Be Aint or Jaggers. I want to say Jaggers, but no, it's Jaggers.
Jaggers. Let's blame Aint. I feel like Aint's running Olaf. I don't even know Aint.
Yeah. Out of spite.
Let's say Aint is
running Olaf. For us mispronouncing his name.
Sorry, Aint. We gotta do it to him. We gotta do it to him.
For real. All right. So far, we've seen an Aatrox ban as well as a Garen ban, both top laners. They are both bruisers as well. You've seen Jarvan, who is another jungler. That means they're probably anticipating that Olaf is going to go top lane, since there's still obscurity on what Idaho's jungler is. We are seeing Galio. Galio is primarily played mid. He might go AP Galio, which does a lot of damage, but typically you would go tank Galio. Galio is really good for CC, but he also has really good poke when you go AP. We're still waiting on Idaho's last ban right now, but we're in the middle of Wazoo's pick right now. So far, we could either look to pick as ADC in case that is in Senna ADC. Oh, we're going for Kayn. Oh, the edgelord jungler. Oh, I love Kayn.
Edgelord jungler.
I love Kayn. Oh my god. Quick rant.
Let's
Kayn's
go.
whole lore thing is the fact that he was just the Ionian child that was captured by Noxus, which is this kingdom that's whole thing is just destroying monarchies and expanding their territory and letting the strongest rule. And Kayn was captured from Ionia as a child soldier, and then came back to Ionia when they were using child soldiers against Ionians, expecting them not to kill them.
That reminds me of an Anakin storyline when he goes back to Tatooine.
Yeah,
just a little bit reminiscent of it.
I don't think he actually went to Ionia. That was a previous event, but he was anticipated for that. And then he was sent on a mission, I think, with his friend to find this special scythe. Yeah. Which ended up just becoming as a kind of parasite to him.
Yeah.
And his name is Rost. I feel like I like Rost more than Kane sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have seen our actual official jungler for Idaho. We are seeing Viego, whose whole thing is literally just being hot evil prince. I love Viego.
What more could you ask for in your life?
And then there's like Gwen, who's actually our top laner. That's probably either Tom Kench mid or jungle. I doubt that'll be Tom Kench support, but we are seeing Gwen top. That is one of Tomer's comfort picks.
Because Gwen's pretty quick with the movements and can kind of
Yeah.
jungle that, or not jungle that, but literally jump around that a little bit better.
No, her whole thing is literally just dancing around people.
Oh, that's going to be so fun. I know it's going to love that.
She likes to do the snip snips.
The snip snips. Heck yeah. All right, and it looks like we are pulling.
All right.
There we go. There's the bands running.
Yeah, we were just doing draft lull, which is a lot easier to deal with than having to do like an accidental ban in League, like the actual client, because then we have to accidentally restart it. So it's just convenience that it exists. Oh, I didn't see that's an accidental ban right there. They just banned Shaco when they were meant to ban Jinx.
Whoops.
We didn't ask questions, but
Shoot.
we didn't know what people were picking.
Is that on Wazoo's side that they did that on accident?
No, I believe we're
was that
blue
us?
side. That was you guys, yeah.
Oh, guys, come on.
Shade.
Well, there's the Jinx.
I don't remember seeing them. Actually, I think that's the invisible ban that they have. I think they're just banning Shaco early because it doesn't really matter what order they ban anyways.
So you're just kind of running through them.
Yeah, just routine things for League.
Olaf.
Oh god, that is Olaf top.
Oof.
Ugh. I'm like thinking right now how that matchup works because for Gwen,
Well, for Olaf and Viego, it's going to be interesting. And
because like,
Galio.
so here's the thing about Gwen, right? When
Yeah.
she does auto attacks, which are just like the standard attacks, like, when she autos, she like builds up the different like kind of tiers of her main damaging ability, which is her Q,
Yeah.
which is like, depending on how many autos she does more snips, and the center of her like scissors does true damage. So she's really good at melting tanks, and she can even slightly outrange them because of the fact that she has like just more range.
Oh, wow. So she'd be like nuts to kind of throw wherever, honestly.
Yeah, but then there's like, of course, League has stuff that lets them counter.
For sure.
Because that's just how the game is. Like, some parts of the game are just counter picking, but also a lot of it's like skill. So like, I have not seen this comp of Gwen Olaf before. I just know Olaf is cancer, so like,
Olaf
don't
is
know.
cancer. Hell yeah.
Olaf is just cancer.
Oh, yeah, looks like, yeah, they reopened the pick band so we can pick in lane order.
Oh, I see.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so we are seeing Karma mid. That is Tom Kench support actually. Huh. I've not seen that in quite a while, but they did recently rework Tom Kench. I believe it was last season or the season before, to try to push him more into a supportive role. They benched the Kench. Very sad.
Benched the Kench. RIP.
Yeah, it was such like a massive like phrase for League. Like, it was so big that in Valorant there's actually a Tom Kench bench.
Really?
Like in the maps. Yeah.
Do you know which map it is?
No, I don't play Valorant, so like I don't know. I just know it
Gotcha.
exists,
That's
and I've seen
really
pictures
funny.
of it. It's really great. Like,
I need to see the Tom Kench bench. Wonder if we can find it.
yeah, let's look it up. Tom Kench.
Yeah, wish we could pull it up on stream. It's okay, guys. We'll just
there's the Tom Kench. That's the Timothy Kench bench.
just believe us. Believe us. Oh, it's on Ascent. Yeah, it's on Ascent. That's really funny. It's on Ascent. Let's look here. Ascent's I like Ascent actually. Ascent's a pretty good map. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's Tom Kench. It's next to a trash can in a corner, right before you push. It looks like it's around mid. That's amazing. I am a big fan of that. That's awesome. Okay, well now you guys know. Now you guys know which map if you guys play. If you guys play any Val.
All right, we're looking at the spectator delay. League has a 3-minute 15-second delay for like spectators, I believe, just to avoid people like what's it called, stream sniping in quotes. I feel like is like the best way to like describe it.
Stream snipe. I think that'd be a good way to put it.
But yeah, like, do you have any questions about League? Like, we can actually see on the like wait screen like the map.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, what are you curious about? What do you want to ask?
So, what'll be fun about me being here is for viewers that don't know a lot about League, I can hopefully ask some questions to kind of give them a little more insight to what's going on. So I know that you've got tons of turrets you're pushing through. We've obviously got the 3 lanes. We'll have a jungler that's running around. I know you have dragons that spawn, and you've got a few other things like Shelly.
Yeah.
There's a few. Yeah, I know there's a few things you guys are trying to get points with that as well. So I know the very basics of the game, but there is a lot. There's so many little details that I'm gonna learn a lot here, I think, tonight.
Okay.
Which I'm excited for. But
So the way I'm going to describe this is more like in this situation because of our characters.
Mhm.
So obviously there's the 3 lanes. They did change Shelly and and Baron Nashor, which is like something that spawns later into the match. Kind of has the relevance of dragons, but Baron Nashor is really good for pushing lanes. Same as Shelly, or like, I can't remember the actual name of her. Rift Herald. Rift Herald.
Rift Herald
Yeah,
is the actual name for Shelly.
Yes, well, Shelly's the canon name of Rift Herald.
Rift Herald.
But yeah, that stuff's on the top side of the map. After a certain while, Shelly doesn't spawn anymore, and then it's just Rift Herald, or Baron Nashor.
Yeah, the other one.
Baron Nashor.
Gotcha.
They did recently change how Baron Nashor works, as well as I believe there's like these things called like Void Grubs now that spawn I think sooner in the match than Shelly does.
And those are smaller, right?
Yeah, they're
kind
just
of mine for
they're like
points.
4 little guys. I mean, I think they help you push lane as well. Like a lot of the stuff that has to do with the Rift that's on the top side of the match or top side of the map is for pushing, but the real gold is really dragons. Dragons give you passive stat buffs. Like Fire Drake gives you damage buffs. Earth Drake gives you like armor. Wind Drake makes you faster. Water Drake makes you heal faster.
Okay, that makes sense. Water is healing. We know this.
Then there's Hextech Dragon, which they introduced season 13, I believe, but then was like kind of teased. Like they showed it briefly for like a game mode, and like during Arcane. And then there's Hextech Drake. I kind of skipped over like Hextech Drake. Hextech Drake, I believe, gives time like cooldown reduction.
Oh, here we are.
And then I forget what it does like when it's like the soul, because there's souls after you get like 5 dragons on one team.
Yeah.
And then Chemtech Drake gives more damage the lower you are, I believe.
Yeah.
But, like you can see like the skins. Riot actually hires a lot of just artists that are like supports a lot of artists to literally picks them off Twitter sometimes and just has them like design skins.
That's actually really cool.
It's really sad though, because recently League kind of dropped 500 something like people like all of a sudden. It kind of makes sense because of like the work inflation from COVID, but like there was
the remnants of COVID are always coming back to bite you.
Yeah, it's really a shame. Some of the artists I really enjoyed, like for example, the artist that made all the what's it called, Heartsteel like skin line, like you can pull it up on the second monitor as well to look at them.
Sure. And what was it?
Heartsteel.
Heartsteel. Yeah,
they had like a whole like music video, and all of them look so cool. Oh, you have to go back. It's gonna show you like the actual item Heartsteel. You have to go to images. I mean, you might have to add band, but yeah, that's Heartsteel.
Oh, it's just a little squad here. If you guys look up Heartsteel,
it's the League of Legends like boy band.
It looks like a boy band. They look
actually have
so
Kane.
fun.
Kane is on the top of the image with the pink hair. That's that guy that's also
the choker.
Yes, and he has like a leash. It's really funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so
it's
boy band.
so fruity. Oh my god.
This machine.
Unable to down the spectre down. Not exit. Interesting.
That's funny. It's giving Machine Gun Kelly a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
or
so
like
valid.
Youngblood.
I forgot who like sang his portion in the official song for the like band, but like
yeah.
all the designs are so cute. I love them. I feel like my only complaint is maybe Yona, because he's like the producer, but like he kind of like fits weird in the like dynamic.
Oh, it's Korean.
Yeah. The singer for Ezreal, the guy with the green, like the lightest green hair, like that one.
Very flow Wolf Cuddy.
Yeah, it's sung by a Korean guy. Kane is sang by an American. Same with Cassante, which is the black character there. I forget who sings Set, and Yona doesn't sing because he's a producer.
Yona just works here.
He's just there to
Yona
sell
just works here.
skins. He's the people like the jerk that Riot makes skins specifically for very popular characters is like a safety go just to make sure the game still gets money.
I mean, it's kind of smart though. You
Yeah.
can't lie, it's a little smart.
There's been like a meme recently of like Pool Party Ari, I think, which is like one of the most like popular characters, which is like this fox girl, and it's her in a bikini, and it's like if Riot ever needs money, just release the skin and it'll sell like hotcakes, which is true.
It does.
It will.
Always. There's so many. Yeah, the guys are gonna love it, and the
Even
girls.
the chicks,
honestly,
like honestly, like
big fan.
like
Yeah.
there's like a whole Reddit page, like Reddit forum, which is called like Queens of like League, and it's like such a toxic like female cesspit. Like there was recently a whole like drama over like a legendary skin for Nami. She got Coven Nami, and people wanted it to be Coven Cinder that got like the legendary. Yeah, that character. She got a legendary skin.
Oh, it's a mermaid.
Kind of. She's a Vestian, which are like these magical animal people. So they can be like on a kind of a spectrum of how like animal they are.
Mm.
Like if you look up Rengar.
Rengar? R-E-N?
Yeah, like that.
Rengar.
He's technically on the same kind of Vestian like line thingy.
Gotcha.
They're the same thing. It just like kind of varies how animal they are.
Wow, that is a really, really cool character.
I love Rengar. There's a skin where there's called Pretty Kitty Rengar, and like when he like attacks, he makes funny cat sounds, like actual just cats.
Meow.
Yeah, Pretty Kitty. It autofills.
That's funny.
He's
Guys,
just in a cat onesie. It's so good.
Oh my gosh, guys. This reminds me of Fortnite actually a little bit.
Yeah.
Just like the Fortnite, like just the PJs showing up with like a pickaxe.
Exactly. Like it's to that level of goofy, and I love it so
Oh my God,
much.
I love that. Very vibrant. For those of you that maybe don't know what Rengar looks like. Yeah, just bright purple. The
And neon
blade.
yellow.
Yeah, it has a gradient from bright blue
Has like
to
a
bright
little
pink.
like a gradient knife,
This
and
is
like
fun. Oh, there's a little like the hood has ears on it of the like onesie and it has a tail. It's pretty awesome.
I think we have a message from
Let's see.
production.
Let's see what production has to say.
Uh,
Okay, sweet. And yeah, we're still getting the computers running, but we do have our picks now, so we kind of know where we're gonna go with that.
Oh, and we got asked if Wazoo has a CS team. We do actually. We have Counter-Strike 2 team, I believe, that's also playing competitively. I forgot to mention them. Their tryouts, I believe, also like ended sign-ups and stuff. So
Nice.
RIP anybody that did not. We do try to market it a lot. Like there was so much push to like get people to look at esports because like Wazoo right now in terms of its like gaming community, a lot of it is esports, but we definitely want to like bring in more of a casual audience. Like I've definitely become a lot more of a casual League player. Like if
Yeah.
anything, I mostly keep up with like lore changes. Whenever I cast, I like to do like hours of research on what the game has changed. I did not know I was casting tonight, so I did not research. That's why like,
Hey.
I feel so bad, and I'm like,
You,
no.
you still have a lot of information here that I think will be super valuable to viewers. So
That is
yeah,
fair.
don't sweat it. Don't sweat it.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, and after tonight, I'm sure you'll be checking some of that stuff out, and you'll be ready to go
Definitely.
after tonight.
Because CLOL is starting, I believe, either this weekend or next weekend, so I definitely have to catch up. But midterms are coming. I have an exam on Monday.
Oh my
It'll be
gosh,
so fun. Looking forward to it.
you're gonna kill it. Is it really almost already midterms?
For some people, yes. Like
That's nuts.
it's interesting. I mean,
Feels like it just started, you know?
it does. Like these like first 3 weeks have kind of just been a bit of a breeze. Like thing is, it's so weird. None of my classes really have homework.
Mine, cause that's kind of how mine are. So I'm film and television, so it's very, very like project based. But then like I don't know, I'm not having to really write too many papers. I'm not having to do too many like exams. So it's been very interesting. I did get thrown into a couple like intro, like gen classes that I kind of missed. So I'm gonna unfortunately have to take a couple exams I think here. But yeah, for the most part, it has been pretty project based, which I can't complain. I
That's
can't
good.
complain too much.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you said you're pre-vet.
Yeah, I'm animal science pre-veterinary.
That's gonna be a crazy
That's-
workload sometimes. Huh?
Yeah, that's why it feels so weird to like not have homework. 'Cause last semester it was like
I feel like
in
impending
and out,
doom.
always doing homework. I was either like studying, doing homework in class, or work. So like,
oh my gosh.
and I was also playing for Overwatch.
Oh
I
heck yeah! You play Overwatch?
Yeah, I am in I'm in the JV team. We're not allowed to call it JV because it's not officially a JV team because it's like a special title. We called it Gray and we had Crimson for varsity, but this semester it's Cougars for like varsity and then it's Kittens for JV.
Come on.
We were making so many Discord kitten jokes because of it. It's so good.
Wait, actually, they should keep that then. They
Yeah,
could just-
no, it's been so funny. Like,
That's so funny. They could because they could do like a Butch and then Butch is the varsity and then Cassidy is the JV. Butch Cassidy. Bad joke, but the kids
Nah,
is
that's
probably
fair.
better. I can't remember what Butch Cassidy looks like. Just like a freaking random cowboy. Yeah, just a criminal. Just a
fun.
random criminal white man from the
I'd-
West.
That is so epic.
Hey, those are everywhere though.
He has
there
a
you go.
bowler hat. That's so
That's a
epic.
bowler
though.
hat. You guys wear bowler hats while you play.
Oh, I wish. I actually wish so hard. Like,
My lady. You just wear fedoras. Varsity gets fedoras, and then the JV they get bowler hats.
Oh my god, the fedoras. Ugh, imagine like.
And you wear like furry like fingerless gloves.
Yes, actually. Nah, Team Kitten like has like little cat ears and like a tail.
Oh, that's amazing! You guys have like cat ears on your headphones.
If only. I'll suggest
be
it
awesome.
to like the coaches. Be like, you guys should definitely do this.
Dude, cat ears, guys. Yeah. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to see for the Vandals if we could get. You've seen I don't know if I'm sure you've seen Joe Vandal, but he has the wings. I was like, we should get like wings, like maybe just even stickers, but on the sides of the headphones.
Or like 3D print them.
That'd be so cool. Yeah, and even if it had like a 3D printed kind of like you could just kind of have that texture on the sides, I think that'd be really cool. I'm
like,
pitching that to you guys.
exactly.
Get it going.
Like there's so many like Etsy vendors actually that I've like seen
Etsy's
where they like
amazing.
print like special like add-ons for headsets like horns, hearts, like
Huh.
cat ears.
Maybe we should
like-
hit Etsy. Do like a bulk order. I'm sure we
Maybe.
could get something greenlit. That'd be super fun.
Like at least for like casting, because I feel like that'd be so cool to just like get like 3D printed like wings for like the headsets.
Oh yeah, 1,000,000%. I have a friend that just loves just like anything gaming. Will literally, like, big fan of like Mortal Kombat stuff like that. But he will go and he'll get off of Etsy like cloaks, or he'll get like a really cool like leather bag or like some like sword or something. And it's so fun because I don't know, I didn't really think about the things you can get off of Etsy.
Yeah,
But, like, I just love that creative freedom that Etsy has.
Yeah, like Etsy
Not
definitely.
sponsored, guys.
It is not sponsored, but
Not
Etsy
sponsored.
like is such a good platform for like supporting like independent artists and
I
like
love it.
providing stuff for like cosplayers as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm like waiting for like an artist of mine to like open up their Etsy shops, like in like
Yeah,
bulk
they
order
do close
stickers.
them all the time.
Yeah, it's because they close it because they're at a convention, which makes sense.
That's fun.
But like the moment the thing opens, I'm gonna like bulk order so many holographic stickers for my water
Ooh.
bottle.
That'd be so fun.
My water bottle will literally be a disco ball in like the next like
I think that's great.
few weeks.
It's just anyone.
If I'm ever in danger, I can just hold my water bottle to single like a helicopter.
SOS. It's just iridescent.
Exactly.
Yeah, mine. I had to peel off a bunch. Mine. Here you go, guys. You really want to see my water bottle? It's been through a lot. Actually, I had one that back in the day that got like ran over by a wagon, like a straight up like wooden wagon. That's on living in Utah. That's from Utah.
That is so interesting. See, like mine
Yeah,
right now
it
is
really was,
super
guys.
bland because I got this like I think 2 weeks ago,
You
but it's a
got-
really pretty color though.
Oh, it's a hydro.
Yeah, it's
Mine-
expensive for
Mine's
no
a
reason.
Stanley. I actually got this before.
You got your Stanley Cup.
I mean, I don't even have nails to do the ASMR. Oh, you can do it here. Yeah, get close to it.
This is actually the worst stream. Oh my god.
This is fire. What do you mean? People are loving that. Yeah, but I got the Stanley before.
And
They got the freaking huge handle. How are you putting that in your backpack? What
Yeah,
do you
I don't
mean?
get
Like you're
it.
walking around like
The color is cute, I guess.
Stanley?
but like,
Where? I
like-
spent $90 on a pink cup. Girl, what? Go home.
You spent $90 on a handle.
Actually, y'all know how much this thing was? Probably like $16. Walmart. Yeah, big fan.
The Walmart Stanley.
Oh, come on. This thing's. Sorry, I should have done Target next time.
Yeah, no, Target is like upper class Walmart.
It is that Target. Too much money for this stuff, though. It's like
Yeah,
a bag
no.
of chips, $6. Come on. I can get some tortilla chips, $2.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they said that there's audio, no visual. See, this is the perfect ASMR stream right now. Be like, hi guys, yeah, we're here rating. Yeah, welcome to League of Legends stream. Right now, we're reviewing Stanley Cups and Hydro Flasks.
Hey guys. So today on our channel,
This is actually so rancid. Oh my god, I hate ASMR so much. So,
Really?
Like, yeah.
Okay, I was on
There's
TikTok.
there's like one ASMR that's okay with me, and that's like baking ASMR.
I like the joke ASMR. There was a guy, and he just got on TikTok, and he just like, I'm sorry guys, if you don't like sound, well, why are you listening? But he just like go like, and then
What?
he just start like, he just like have like a
Bad on purpose.
and then he'd have like weird stuff, and he'd start clanking on it. And it was just like, what?
Wait,
is this a
is it
construction
is it
site?
like the one with the guy with the mic and then he puts like the cheese grater on it, or is that this different guy?
It might be the same guy. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
It has to be.
There's like this guy that put like a cheese grater and then like just put it on a mic with like a chain, and then he only edits of it playing like classical music.
Chains. What the hell?
I need
Have
to
you
find
seen
those.
the wood burning lady?
The what?
There's this lady, and she just like etches like weird stuff into wood, and then she acts like a really like I would say like the best way to put her is like a really like really tight like a mom that's just been through so much and has way too much anxiety and is just like won't deal with anybody. Like you're like, Mom, I'm gonna go out tonight. She's like, no, you're staying in. You're doing the dishes. She's anyways, but she'll literally you comment anything and she's like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? And she'll just roast the hell out of every single person that like comments anything. And if you donate stuff, she'll like berate you. And so people will just donate a bunch of stuff and she'll be like, stop putting sunglasses on my stream. And she'll just, anyways, she's crazy. I can't even explain how unhinged this woman is.
Sounds so good, actually.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a good movie
like,
pitch, but
TikTok moms are like a whole different story.
no, and you know,
actually, you know the AI like lady with like the ice cream so good. Remember that one?
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, there's like parts of her stream where she yelled at her kids. She's like, "Shut up!
Shut the hell up! I'm meowing at the camera."
Yeah, exactly. Like it's so funny. Like, oh my god.
That's so funny. No, back to the wood burning lady real quick. The thing about her is I know it's deep satire, and this woman just like goes and works at a Joann's or something at the end of the stream. Like she just has a normal life where she's like, I think she's like a 25-year-old that's just like she just got out of college and she's just like doing her thing, and like everyone's like, this lady's crazy. It's like the vegan. Do you remember the vegan lady?
Yeah.
It's like that, but it's ironic, but with wood burning and drawing weird stuff. I wish I could pull up stuff on stream and just show you guys. It's okay. Wood burning lady. I'm gonna Google it.
You just
guys
gonna look up wood burning lady?
If I look up wood burning,
oh my god, it actually came up.
She's right there, guys. Custom wood burning at custom wood burning sponsored.
I don't
Check
know.
This woman.
I'm
just
know
kidding,
if this
guys.
is sponsored, guys.
If I got sponsored by her, I'd be so happy.
She actually looks like she works at like a Joann's or a Kohl's.
I've never seen her face. That is literally what she looks like. She looks like a cat lady. It's just this white cat lady. But yeah, she'll also like
wood burnings are also very funny looking.
They're really funny and bad, and then she'll like write stuff and pretend she doesn't know what it means, but it's something like rank with like a really weird meaning, and she's like, well, I don't know what that means, but then she'll go to the next one. It's so funny. Oh my gosh, yeah, live, laugh, love.
Oh
like,
God.
What is that?
I'm
there's
proud
one
that you're gay. First chicken. Or hashtag first chicken.
There's the one I pulled up. It's this really bad photo of a guy taking a bite of chicken, and his hand looks like a Lego hand, and it just at the top says, "I'm proud that you're gay," and then it has like a straight deadpan like emoji. Hashtag first chicken. Custom for Lucas. Guys, what is this? Okay, this woman is so. I'm sorry. I have to show you this, Mel, because it's just so funny.
I'm like losing it right now. Like I've seen such good wood burning, and then there's this shit.
Yeah, this is really bad.
Wait, one of them just says BDSM on a heart, like 2 bears.
And one of them, she wood burned onto a heart-shaped piece of wood. It just says BDSM.
It's meant to say big dog, small mice.
And that's the joke, is like she'll write stuff and we all know what it means, but she's like, oh, big dog, small mice, that's great. But like we all know that, bro, you just wrote that on a piece of wood.
This is actually such a brilliant like account.
It's genius because people like it feels like this woman that's just
so out of touch.
So out of touch, but she's in on it. But a bunch of people don't get it, that it's satire, and then the ones that get that it's satire like love her. So both sides are like, this is a great time.
Yeah, I feel like kids maybe don't realize it's satire or like Twitter warriors.
It's so dry. Like I like films that are like so dry. You're like, what was that? Like I like a film where like half of the reviews are like, this doesn't make sense and it's bad, and then half of them are like, this is the best movie I've ever watched. That's a good movie.
Almost like
I feel like
the Mario movie is an example of that actually, where the
Mario's
critics
really
hated it and then like everybody else loved it.
They had a great time. Or like if you've watched like Napoleon Dynamite, like half of the people that watch it are like, that was weird and bad and it didn't make sense, and then half the people are like, that was comedy and I watch it every day.
Yeah, like when I watched Napoleon Dynamite and the King's Grail, I think was one of them, I was like laughing my ass off all the entire time.
I think it's so funny. I like my go-to. I bring this up all the time. It's my favorite movie, Nacho Libre. I love Nacho Libre. My mom like loves Jack Black.
Yeah,
dude, anything with Jack Black is so funny.
He cooks so good, man.
Does he cook?
He like he cooks when he makes these
movies.
He
does cook. He's cooking meals. He's cooking
full course meals.
Yeah, an actual feast actually. There's a movie with Michael Cera and Jack Black. It's what movie? It's called Year One, and so it's basically everything that's happened in history is because these two dumb guys from way back when at the big dawn of man just like accidentally were like the catalyst to every like big world event.
So actual butterfly effect.
Yeah, they are the butterfly effect, but it's just two idiots. Because if you've seen anything with Jack Black or Michael Cera, like if you've watched like Superbad, you've seen Michael Cera, or like Juno or something, and then yeah, Jack Black. I mean, at this point, anybody watching that doesn't know Jack Black, if you watched the Mario movie, right, and you've heard Bowser, that was Jack Black. That Peaches song was probably something Jack Black like did off the dome, and we're recording that, and that's something we're doing.
Okay, and I heard yelling from across the room, and apparently League is back and working.
League is gonna be going for real. We're gonna actually get started. Thank you for listening to us talk about wood burning,
hydro flasks,
Stanleys,
yeah,
Jack Black. All right,
hold 4
more minutes, baby. Easy.
I didn't think I'm gonna talk about. Oh my gosh.
Oh come on, we've been just yapping. It's been fun.
What's something to talk about? Oh no, like the moment that like
you're killing it. Like what's some like funny like movies that you're drawn to? Because you mentioned, well yeah, like because I mean me, I like Jack Black kind of stuff like that where it's a little more dry.
Here's like the issue, right? Like I was such a massive like animated movie watcher, and then
nice.
like. When I maybe hit high school, not high school, like middle school, I just stopped watching movies. Like I
kind of had a minute where I just stopped, and then I got into the film program and felt like an idiot for not watching stuff like. You ever seen this Tarantino movie? No.
Like here's the thing, I don't even know actors. I don't know like actors at all. Like I know maybe Jack Black and like
Michael Cera, like
Keanu Reeves and like
just like default white man. Where is he?
Oh my god.
He's so just. He's just.
It's that guy?
Yeah, this is Michael Cera. And like, if you could also like, I mean, Audrey Plaza. Like, I feel like those two are. There's.
Oh yeah, he was in the Barbie movie. That's why I'm like, wait.
Oh, Barbie movie. There you go.
Yeah, I watched that.
Alan and Barbie movie. Michael Cera. For those of you that maybe don't know some of his older stuff.
Yeah, no, I was kind of insane. I watched first Oppenheimer into Barbie. Like I watched them back to back.
No, a lot of people were doing that. There was someone was saying what you need to do is wake up early, go to the coffee shop, drink a black coffee, and then go watch Oppenheimer, and then go get mimosas, and then go watch Barbie. And that was the game plan. I didn't do that, but it sounded really fun.
I didn't either. Me and my friends went to like a Dollar Tree, got like snacks, and snuck into like a movie theater with them.
Sounds amazing. No, you have to sneak. Hey, I'm a big fan of that. I'm not gonna lie. I hit Winco, get some bulk like gummy worms or something.
That's actually so real.
Yeah, there was these butterflies we'd get when I was a kid, and they were like gummies, and they were amazing, and we'd sneak those in the movie theater.
I need to do that next time. Oh my gosh.
It's fire. You gotta do it. We don't even have butterflies at the Winco nearby, though.
See, I'm getting hungry now, because I want like the chocolate-covered like nuts that Winco has.
Ooh, I haven't had those. Are they good?
Or at least the ones that my hometown did. They had like a dairy-free option, so I got them.
Ooh, okay.
They're so good.
That sounds really good.
It's also because I just haven't had a proper meal since like 1 p.m. So I'm kind of hungry.
You're killing it. I think we have Lay's on deck. I think that's about it.
Yeah, that's my Lay's over there.
Out yonder. Yeah. What was... Oh, my friend. Actually, Alex is in the lab. He's over there somewhere. But he just introduced me to Snickers with their peanut butter. Oh,
sounds so good,
they're actually nuts. Like, okay, if you like Reese's, these are better. I think Snickers is the elite candy bar. I don't know. What's your go-to candy bar? Or do you have one? Or are you more sweet or chocolatey, I guess?
So here's the like cringe part. You mentioned like the vegan teacher. I'm vegan.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's chill. Like I'm doing gluten-free right now. I'm not gonna stick with it super long. I'm just trying to do it just to kind of reset for the beginning of the year. Yeah, because I feel like I was eating just garbage like the past year.
So fair.
Just like survival food, ramen.
Yeah, no, I kind of went like on a trash food spree like last semester, so I'm trying to get out of that as well.
Yeah, so you're resetting. Hey. Reset gang. There we go.
Reset
guys.
For the first 3 weeks and then it's over.
And it's over. Yeah. Hey guys, you want to reset? Do it with us. Hashtag esports reset. Food reset.
I guess. Reinstall.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Hashtag reinstall.
Here's the thing, right? People, when somebody tells like somebody to uninstall or like reinstall, it's usually like something to be mean. It's like you should just uninstall. Like when they lose a match. Like I've seen that so many times when I play League.
There's that joke with there's a big joke where if you lose, you're just like, okay, we're done.
Yeah, it's like I'm over. It's over.
Uninstall. Now I've heard a lot of people say they've uninstalled. Overwatch was another one. People will say, yeah, I've uninstalled Overwatch like 50 times, which I think that's fair, honestly. I mean,
I get that.
You know how many times I've played a game and wanted to put my foot through the wall? Like, oh.
Like that's the fun part though. Like I love the self-torture that is some games. That's why I played League for so long. And
it made me so mad when I play Val, because I'm bad. I'm like bad. So. Okay, I always bring up the Jets because I have to, but the Jets, because they'll go, like, hide somewhere with their freaking op, and I would turn a corner, and they'd just be, like, ready. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I should get good and learn where they're posting up, but, hey, I just work here, all right? but I'll turn a corner and just get headshot immediately, and then it happened like 5 more times.
That's
Which-
probably like, the one thing I don't like about
Made me
Valve
so mad.
is that like the map
so
is
mad.
like very specific and like it's simple.
You have to
like, is the
memorize
thing.
where every single
Yeah.
like character can like yeah. You're so right. How
Yeah,
they can
no,
assess
it's
each.
mostly just corners, and like the reason I like Overwatch so much more, and I also like grew up playing TF2, is that the maps are so like vertical. Like there's like different spots you can sit.
Yeah,
like-
it really is. Like with League, it's a flat plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, League or Val. Yeah, you've got someone like posted up on a box or in a balcony or
And that's like the highest at most.
down. Yeah,
And
No,
then
you're right.
like in TF2, there's a character called the Soldier, and you can literally just get items purely just to get as high as possible in the map, and then just land on somebody and one shot them with a shovel. It's called like
a
gardening.
shovel.
Yes.
Hey, what is the full name of TF2?
Team Fortress 2.
Team Fortress. Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
one. I gotcha.
It's just called market gardening. That's what it's called.
That'd
You
make me
use a market
so
gardener
mad.
to one-shot people while you fall in the middle of
Shovel?
the... Yes.
If I got killed with a shovel, I'd be pissed.
I get pissed so much as well.
You're
Don't
like,
worry.
what the
That's
hell?
why I intentionally play the pyro, just to like push people back and be like, all right, be gone.
We don't
Because
play.
he has air blast. I haven't played like TF2 consecutively in so long, but it's one of my most played games on Steam.
Yeah.
Definitely grew up with it. I love it.
Yeah,
That's
Team
why I like.
Fortress. Yeah, 'cause I've heard that name thrown around a lot. So how is that one? It's not a first-person shooter. How?
It is a first person.
It is a
shooter,
first
yeah.
person. So
Team
someone's just
Fortress.
hitting you with a shovel in a first-person shooter?
Yes.
What the hell? Is it like their kind of their version of a knife or like some kind of like close-up
I
weapon?
don't even know. I just like to call it the American Dream, because it's just it's just the TF2 soldier just flying from midair because of a rocket launcher.
That's so funny. I
And,
forgot
like,
how to spell soldier.
The
There we go.
market gardening montages are like some of the most aesthetically pleasing things.
Images. I'm pulling up images of
Yeah,
the shovel.
that's the shovel. That's what. Gets,
Why is this pirate man holding a shovel?
yeah, that's the.
Oh,
average.
Team Fortress.
Yes.
Okay, guys, it's coming together. It's coming together. Also, it looks like for League, we're
yeah,
lining
we're
up here.
watching now. Everybody's rolling out. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, guys.
I'm seeing.
We are switching, prepare to
Okay,
actually start doing stuff.
and it looks like
All right, so it's pretty standard
Wow.
that in the start of a league match, ADC and support like leash is what they call it, but it's like helping them defeat the first camp that they're taking down. Because for a jungler, the main way you get money and XP is by jungling, which is like taking down the camps in the jungle. Like on the map, you see like those little timers. Those are like probably
Yeah.
those are blue buff and red buff. Those
Oh,
are, like,
gotcha.
the most useful buffs, as well as they're actually doing some early game fighting. We're seeing some battle in mid lane between Karma, Galio, and Tarek.
oh, they're all pushing into jungle.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
So we have seen this stun, or not. That's probably an augment. Can't remember what it's called right now. But we did see Viego getting kill. Viego can take people's bodies if he kills them.
Mm-hmm.
These are these are 2,000 years of gameplay characters that we like to call them, where they're like super complicated. But now
Mhm.
we're seeing our Tarek rotate to bot lane. His Nila is sitting in the bush to like watch for any potential like roaming of the enemy bot laners. Leeching is gonna be starting soon. I can't really see the time for buffs to spawn, sadly. Oh no, they're actually spawning. Yeah, this is leashing.
Leashing, gotcha.
They're gonna probably take down the buff to like about 400 HP and then go back to lane. Where typically though in solo lanes you see they're farming or like some poking. Like mid lane's the shortest lane,
Mm-hmm.
so typically mid laners are trying to get like XP and money pretty quickly.
Yeah, they're just trying to
Um,
build up their team and back them up with like
Yeah.
their resources.
Because like they like level faster and then they I would like objective timers actually, please. Don't have them memorized.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Oh
But
yeah.
you see some like just casual farming. Balling can be a bit more passive sometimes, or a bit more aggressive depending on the supports. We are seeing some early game poke from Bina on her Senna.
Yeah. I feel like I've heard bot lane is more of that slow burn, and then
Yeah, bot
top
lane.
lane's kind of got all sorts of random stuff going on.
Yeah, bot lane is definitely that like a lane where the ADCs are useful like 15 minutes into the match.
Mm-hmm.
Riot did try to make pushes to change that kind of part of the lane by like the whole when you look at all the ADC item changes last season.
Yeah.
As for mid lane, it also is pretty like diverse. It can either be assassins, mages, and depending on like the character's kit, they can either rotate a lot. Like for example, something like Talon, which is an assassin mid laner. His whole thing is like getting like good XP and like money early, and either rotating to bot to get a double kill with his jungler, or just with his mid laners being, or with his bot laners actually being competent,
Yeah.
or he just tries to get himself fed off the enemy mid laner. We are seeing some fighting in the top lane. Olaf is really low, but Olaf did land his axe. So we might see just Olaf go power aggro and try to kill this Gwen early game. Yep, Gwen jumped on him and got him. That is Tomrigo's first kill. As for in the bot lane, Bina did get caught out by the talent, or by the oh my gosh, by Tarek's stun.
Yeah, killed it.
Fortunately, Bina does have her W, which has like a pseudo AoE camouflage, so it prevents auto attacks from hitting her, but she can still get hit by like
by like
skill
just
shots.
like a. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's what they called. Fortunately, Tom Kench or Steven is back in bot lane to support Bina. Tom Kench has an ability where he can actually eat his teammates to like kind of hold them, to like save them. He can also eat enemies.
Oh, that's cool. Just hold it.
We
It's like
are
Kirby.
seeing Kane like ganking Galio. They got the stun off. This is actually a pretty good comp for Kane, because his mid laner is a support character, which can be like speed him up, CC for him. He can that karma can help keep Kane on the enemy laners, because Kane needs to catch. Oh, Bina flash.
Oh.
Oh no, Bina.
Bitna.
Bitna.
Doom with the kill for UI.
All right. So we're probably just gonna see Tompkins try to like freeze the wave of bot lane. But no, we're seeing some push from mid as well. Fortunately, oh no, he did actually get caught by it. Oh no.
Ooh, Kayak going for. Okay. Oh yeah,
There's a
Jagger's
stun, he
beating
just
the heck out of
stabbed him
Fine.
down.
All right, so yeah, you can hear cowbells in the background. That's probably gonna be UI.
Yeah.
We have some.
We have boomsticks.
We have boomsticks here for Wazoo. So we'll
You're doing
be.
him wrong.
I'm doing him wrong. Hang on. There you go. Sorry, I'm not gonna put the boomsticks.
Nah, you're good.
That's
like,
why they're Mel's, right?
I guess.
that's why
I
they're
haven't
Mel's
been using.
boomsticks.
I could use them more. I'm sure he'll be like
Yeah,
really
let's go.
loud.
Yeah, hype it
no.
up. Let's go.
So far we are seeing. I'm trying to look at the map. So bot lane camps are up, so we're probably gonna see our junglers either choose to rotate to bots or they're probably gonna try to go for void grubs, because void grubs did spawn. I believe those are void grubs.
Because you were saying those were earlier to spawn. Gotcha.
So we are gonna secure another kill for Tomoriko.
Oh
We
wow.
are already like what, 2 something for Gwen? I can't see the stats.
Yeah,
'cause
I think
of the
Tomoriko.
camera.
Yeah, Tomoriko got 2 kills.
Yeah. So right now it looks like we're prioritizing top lane. As for bot lane, things don't seem to be going too bad. Right now Wazoo has a 1 kill advantage and a 500k, 600k gold, or no, that is 900k gold advantage. Right now Bina's just kind of zoning, getting some free poke off while she waits for the lane for our bot lane side not to push too deep in, because the whole thing about like a really important thing about League is actually lane management. So actually relative to like when your junglers are coming. We did see a stun on Tom Kench, and as well as a Galio ult. Galio already hit level 6. Oh my gosh.
Oh wow. Yeah, we got 3. Let's see, 3
Alright,
UI.
so we're actually gonna lose that Tom Kench. That is such a shame.
Wow.
There's UI going to say it again. We do see Viego rotating top, but he was caught by a control ward, so Tomoriko is expecting him. As for mid laner, doesn't seem like the enemy mid's right there right now. Actually, yeah, because they're on bot. So Karma's just taking advantage, like doing some maintenance, like cleaning up wards and pushing up lane. We do see Viego encroaching on mid lane. Actually, I think they've encountered each other now. I'm just waiting for the camera switch. There is some good poke coming out of Find, and actually a potential stun.
Oh, Find is chasing down Jaggers.
He is, but as we can see,
Get
Galio
away.
is starting to catch up though on the map. But I think just to scare off that Karma. As for in bot lane, both Wazoo's bot laners are present, and right now we're just looking at just standard like early game gameplay. Like a lot of early game does tend to be farming depending on how aggro and confident the players feel. It is always kind of safer to like wait for your jungler to come support you, because then it gives you that one player advantage and can really support like when it comes to like the lack of early game damage.
Gotcha. Oh, it looks like.
Yeah.
There we go. Kill for Wazoo.
Yeah, like, the more fights that Kane is present, even if he dies, is just useful to him, because he
Yeah.
needs to build up his either Shadow Assassin or Darkened form, which is like kind of the thing I mentioned earlier with the scythe, like how it's a parasite on him, kind of.
Yeah.
Depending on what. Actually, no, we're watching fight top lane.
Oh
we
wow.
are seeing that Gwen tear up.
Tomoriko.
This is actually kind of what I expected. The thing about Gwen is that she is a tank shredder, and Olaf is a bit tankier, but he does have like the fact that he can avoid mobility, and Gwen can get bullied by mid-range tanks. Do like just a lot of damage close up.
Yeah.
That can, like maybe out damage or outmaneuver her.
So Gwen was maybe a really good choice to go against Olaf, though.
Yeah, it was.
Because you were saying, oh, Olaf, but then you saw Gwen and you went, okay,
It wasn't too bad.
this might be all right.
I just wasn't familiar with that much with the matchup, so I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe it'll go fine.
No, it looks like we're having some good push and pull from top lane from both sides,
Yeah.
which is actually great.
We are seeing Galio encroach on top lane right now as the Olaf is catching up, but it seems like Gwen is trying TP. I don't know if she'll be able to get out in time. Just standard like jungling's going on. Actually, no, they caught Gwen got it right the last second. Actually, like she was in teleporting. I was watching the map, but no, she was sitting in a bush and barely teleported out. That's actually really funny.
Did you guys get one of the dragons?
Did we already? Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah,
We already got a dragon. I just am not able to see like.
Yeah.
Normally, I would. So at Wazoo, we have like one of those Streamlab stream button thingies where it shows different monitors.
Oh,
So
so
I'm
you
able
can
to-
run through different monitors and see
Yeah.
close-ups.
So it's definitely easier to cast that rather than like the Speccy tool. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. It's
I'd
not
love
too
to.
bad.
We'll have to talk more about that actually when when we are done here.
Yeah,
I'd love
it
to
is
see
getting
that.
rebuilt right now. Actually, see like how Tomarika just has more range than Olaf, so you can just bully him in lane.
Mm-hmm.
We are seeing their balling get jumped on though. They are pushing to that tower right now. Bina is still able to take advantage of her camouflage because the minions are inside of the AoE, like the area of effect of the camouflage.
Yeah.
That means that UI can see the Senna and still attack her. So as long as like no enemy things are inside of that bubble, the Senna is fine.
Gotcha.
We are
Looks
seeing Viego rush to top lane since that Gwen is overextending a bit. He's getting warnings and his jungler is also coming up to help him. They might actually just be able to jump on that. They're splitting focus, which kind of sucks. But it seems like we'll be able to get them. Yeah, they have
Monek.
both. That is a double kill, actually.
Oh, Tomarico, guys,
Tomarika is
UI's
actually so fed.
getting slammed for a minute here.
Gwen
Oh my
Fed
gosh.
is so cancer. Like, here's the thing, right? A lot of their team has either bruisers or tanks, like that Galio, that Tarek, that Olaf.
Yeah,
Like
for
the
UI.
moment Gwen keeps getting more funneled and fed, it's gonna be a bit of a monster to kill.
Gwen's gonna be so stacked.
She might become, yeah.
Because she's already getting a lot of kills pretty early on in the game too.
That's the thing, right? What really matters is how effectively you're able to push that lead, because you can get pretty fed early, but if your team doesn't support you enough, it can kind of all go to waste, and then it's really depressing.
I gotcha. Oh,
Oh wait, you still got the kill with his Q and an auto. What the hell?
Dang. Looking at some of our turrets though, for Wazoo, it looks like there is a little more damage going
Actually, yeah,
on.
they're fighting right now for Void Grubs. Those are Void Grubs. Look at how
Void
funny
Grubs.
they look.
Those are weird.
Yeah, they
Oh
kinda,
my
they kinda
gosh,
goofy,
they do
but
look
nah.
like parasites.
Right now we're seeing Viego try to get that reset from the Karma, but Karma's shielding and healing is too much, as well as Bina, or Senna,
Oof.
ulted from across the map to give that Senna shield to the Karma. Right now it seems like they're going to try to finish up doing Void Grubs to try to maybe push a lane. Olaf is hovering it, but I don't know if it's a very good idea, because he can try to steal, I guess,
Olaf-
with Q, but...
I think Olaf should pull back just because there's 3
Yeah.
Wazoo players right there. He's not gonna have a chance.
That is so true.
Yeah, pulling back. I do have a quick question. So we've
Yeah.
got on the right-hand side, right? So we've got 17K, and then there's a 0 next to the turret. What is that icon right there with the 3 on it?
The icon with the 3, I believe that is, what's it called? Inhibitors?
Inhibitors. Gotcha.
Yeah, it keeps you from damaging the Nexus after you get to towers that are closest to the Nexus.
Oh, so we've each got 3 inhibitors on
Yeah.
both sides here.
And unfortunately, we did see a catch of being on the bot lane while she was clearing wards. I mean, not necessarily unfortunate for you guys, but
I think I'm pretty excited about it. You can hear the cowbells, guys. That's a good thing.
yeah, no,
At
right
least for UI here.
No, that's fair. Right now, I'm just trying to keep a general eye and trying to keep track of stuff for the match.
Yeah,
we are
still-
seeing actually, we're seeing a 2v1 bot lane right now with Tom Kench versus the Tarek Mila. As for the Gwen, she is ulting and jumping on that Olaf. Olaf did just ult. It makes him CC immutable. Gwen doesn't necessarily have any hard CC. All of her stuff is really just HP melting.
Yeah, Olaf just got slammed. That ult wasn't able to do much
Yeah,
for
no,
him.
she, like I said, snip. That's kind of Gwen's thing, is she just
Nuts.
snips through stuff so easily.
Oh, there's
We are seeing some aggression in the ball lane. Bina did get
2v2.
caught, but that Tarek's gonna start. Actually, no, all that CC. Oh my god, this is
Oh.
truly season season 14.
nuts.
I hate Nila.
We get Bitna.
Oh,
We might be able to get
we got a
Bitna.
slight froze. I think that Tom Kench saved it.
Oh
Actually.
my gosh. Guys, we're frozen for a sec, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the replay. It died right as Tom Kench tried to eat that Senna.
Oh
That's the
my
thing I
gosh.
mentioned Tom Kench can do.
Dang.
pretty
Okay.
sure it was-
Let's see. Hang on, guys. We're losing visuals. We're gonna try and see what we can get here.
Yeah.
Stand by. That's a cliffhanger. That is
True,
a cliffhanger.
What are you thinking right now? Like, I know I'm talking kind of quickly to try to keep
No.
up with everything going on, but like, are you
It's been great.
somewhat understanding what's going on?
I am understanding. It's still pretty loose, and there's like some more technical terms that I'm still trying to get some more understanding of and kind of see in action. But yeah, just seeing how like the bot lane and the top lane and kind of how they're functioning, that's been good. And it's kind of seeing how you were saying like they need to make sure to really kind of keep an eye on all of the lanes, because you know if
Yeah,
one lane is lost or you don't do what you need to do on one lane, it can ruin everything else
Yeah,
for like the flow of the game.
Yeah, like for example, if you don't put enough pressure on a top lane, that top laner could maybe take a, like for example, if Void Grubs weren't taken by our side, if Tomoriko maybe like backed at a bad time or that allowed the Olaf to push lane and then just rotate with his Viego to Void Grubs, they could have just done it pretty quickly together. Or if maybe the mid laner didn't like put a good place to ward in his jungle, maybe the Viego could have just like used it as an opportunity to sneak, and then we're not keeping track of where that Viego is.
Gotcha.
And you can only base so much based on like what the patterns of the characters say, because League, when it comes to characters, there are some patterns. For example, there was a time where Kayn started with raptors, which was like a camp of like raptors, which are these people like to call them chickens.
But there's just like little like creatures you could sick on people, pretty much.
Well, no, raptors are like something you just like. It's one of the it's one of the camps actually in the jungle that you do for like money and XP. Like the thing I mentioned kind of earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Kayn used to like start raptors, and then like it was back and forth whether he went raptors or buff or like red buff or blue buff, whichever one.
Yeah.
I believe he went red buff.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm just like, you can only keep track of a character so much based on that like simple information, because like
depends on the player.
Yeah, it depends on the player. Depends if they're like pre-maze, what they're called, like their teammates that are like queuing into a lobby together.
Okay.
For example, like maybe like the Kayn and the Senna are pre-made. Like let's talk hypothetically. The Senna asked for a gank at this time specifically. Maybe the enemy jungler or the enemy like support wasn't keeping track of where that Kayn is, so that Kayn could have just came in and like ganked whenever he felt like.
Okay.
With like the element of surprise, because the whole thing about League isn't just like, because League is like on a flat surface, but a lot of it is like
it's one plane.
like you know, like people need to learn how to auto attack. I don't know how to auto attack.
Because
you can
I know you
auto
have to like
cancel.
set some of like the keys on your keyboard, can't you, and kind of
I
run
mean,
auto attack.
you can do that, but it isn't just like having a special keybind. It's also just like knowing the timing difference.
Yeah.
Like all of characters have like their own like auto attack speed. Riot will like do like micro adjustments to attack speed as like a nerf. And they do substantially affect stuff. Like, for example, Riot can maybe take down like 10 AP on a character, but then like make it so their AP like ramps up a lot more like later in the match. So that does have a very significant impact. Like all of it's like small number crunching.
Yeah.
It's really funny and also kind of cringe.
No, it's tough though. 'Cause, yeah, kind of getting that balance. Yeah, and it looks like we should have sight back. Pretty shortly here.
But no, if like I'm ever using any like terminology that you're not familiar with, just like holler. I'll try to
Sure.
like explain it in between.
Yeah, when we have there's a few points where I'm like, we'll just you're informing the people. It's not about me, but
Yeah.
I'll try
mostly-
and ask.
I'm like mostly trying to keep like the match updated, because
Yeah, no, you were doing a pretty good job of kind of keeping it where we're always hearing what's going on. If somebody's maybe just listening and doing their own thing right now.
yeah, I'm also not the best at casting, so like I'm pretty amateur. It's not like I'm in communications or anything. I just like to chat.
You're killing. Well, that's literally what a good caster is, though, is somebody that's just able to kind of keep it engaged. So yeah, you can't knock yourself for that.
I mean, it's based on the viewer if I'm keeping them engaged. Like they could also just be like a muted like stream in the background. I don't know.
Exactly. That's us talking about wood burning.
Yeah,
stuff
like the
that.
wood burning thing. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. I really had to show you that though.
No, that's so
Gotta-
bad. That
gotta
was
do
so
it.
funny.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, was it like big
Sponsored.
dogs, small mice?
Big dog, small mice, BDSM.
Yeah.
And it only means big dogs, small mice.
Yeah, that's all it means, guys.
Only.
This is a university podcast or university live stream.
/ podcast when we don't have visuals on the game.
Basically, yes.
This is kind of a crash course podcasting, I would say.
Yeah.
I think we're killing it. I think it's good. Got
Actually,
some synergy in the stew.
Mentioning crash courses, Wazoo actually is trying to do more stuff that educates students about like either Photoshop, Premiere Pro, as well as we want to do more for casting.
Oh, for like digital media oriented
Yeah,
stuff.
'cause-
That's really cool.
Yeah, because Wazoo definitely just wants more people just to be able to like cast, because there's so many games that only like one person can only know so much. Like I've been playing Overwatch for like a bit over a year now. I'm a cringe high plat player because I stopped grinding because of exams last semester,
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
which is a good thing technically.
Yeah, take a breather. Take a breather.
Yeah, but I can only know so much. Like I feel like I understand Overwatch a bit better now, but I definitely do not know how to recognize team comps very well. I don't know like certain parts of the maps that are ideal to like have a character sit at. I don't know how to keep track of like ults. Like there's a whole like ult tracking thing in like Overwatch.
The tracking, because I thought it was the percentages at the top, and then the check mark would mean they had the ult. Is that what that was?
In Overwatch?
Yeah. I know there was percentages at the top, at least where we were playing, when we were streaming a few days ago. And yeah, you would see like percentages at the top with the agents or the heroes, and
Yeah, I
then you
think
would
that's
see.
like a custom HUD thing, or is that just like actually?
That
I
might
think
have
that's just
been
the
something else.
spectate. That's the spectate tool, I think.
Oh, that might have been spectate.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. So when you're as a player.
Yeah, as a player, you
that
can't
makes sense.
keep track of that.
Heard. Okay.
Like, there is a designated time for like all the ults to like automatically charge, but like the charge of your ult will base on either healing, damage output, or I don't think shielding counts for it, or maybe not as much for other characters. But yeah, no, like based on like looking at damage numbers and like how much time has passed, you can like assume when somebody's gonna ult. So like,
Oh, okay.
that's a whole thing in Overwatch that I do not know how to do.
I'm bad. Once something's happening to me, I'm like, okay, what are we gonna do about this? But up until that point, I'm not planning for anything.
Yeah.
Like real quick though, like what's interesting about like how we've set up our casters is there's people that are pretty freaking new to the game, and then you've got people that have been playing for like, you know, since the release of the game, stuff like that, which makes a really interesting balance because you're not really sure what you're gonna get week by week. If it's some bunch of noobs that are just kind of learning the game as they're casting, or if you do have like one noob and like someone that's been playing a little longer, which is kind of what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun.
That's
But
what we're trying to also look for Wazoo when it comes to casting is like somebody a bit more experienced. Like I definitely want to like have like a little understudy to like teach how to cast League.
that'd be amazing.
As well as somebody that maybe has more energy to like stay up to date with the game, because like I love League, but like I already have to read
You're
about
trying
like,
to grind the school though.
you know, I'm already like studying like reproductive pathways from like one of my classes, and then like I have to also keep up with item building for like one character.
Well, League's nuts. Like if any of you guys have seen like, if you get on the wiki, like the wiki, and you get on the website, it's just like, guys, you could spend days.
Yeah,
like
no, like
days. Like one character, you look it up. Lore, we were talking previously. Soundtracks, they've got this whole backstory, this whole world that they're from, which is crazy.
not just that, but like if you go into the like League wiki, you can literally just see all the changes, like from like from present day to all the way to the past.
Oh, so like when they've like kind of like buffed, like added more to the character.
Yeah,
and
like either buffs, new item introductions, characters when they were added, when they were like it just is all this information of the changes of the game.
Oh my
So it's just
that's nuts.
numbers and like reading. Like oh my god, some characters just have like the most longest descriptions. Like
Oh yeah, and they're tweaking like their play style and like making sure they're not OP. Yeah.
and then characters get reworked, so like that's a completely new page of information.
Oh, the reworking's tough. When like in Val, when they released one character named Yoru, and when they first released, there was a couple moves I believe like that were just OP, and people were like, "What the hell is this?" And then they like kind of like adjusted and they tweaked, and then Yoru was trash, and you couldn't do anything with Yoru.
Yeah,
And
no, I hear that a lot.
it was frustrating. But now Yoru I think is at a place where now he has like
It's playable.
he's playable. Like you can get some stuff done, and maybe he's not Jet, maybe he's not like Viper, but he can still like you can get some if you're a good player.
He's a duelist, right?
Yeah, he's a duelist. Like so, if you can still like run as a good duelist and you've got good aim and you've got good game sense, it's not gonna be a bad agent.
I hear people complaining about us talking about Valorant. I will talk about whatever I want as long
Babe,
as this mic is
we've
on my
been here
head.
for an hour. We've got 5 minutes of gameplay going.
I am the one person
We're
you don't get
working on
power
it.
to, and when I'm on the mic,
I'm gonna start bringing up Ratatouille again. What are your thoughts on Ratatouille?
I love Ratatouille.
Yeah, Ratatouille fan in the house, guys.
I love Oh my god.
Go-to movie.
My childhood right there. Like the most I've
I think
ever
it's
gotten
great.
excited about cooking is from like Ratatouille.
Okay, when he's eating the cheese and the fruit,
Oh my god.
never forget
I saw
me
like
in the
a-
kitchen at.
I'm sorry. I like saw like a meme edit of like the cheese and like the grape, and it's like alcohol and driving.
That's so good.
Driving, but awesome.
That's so
It's
funny.
awful. Oh my
Actually,
gosh.
I'm looking that up. We do not condone drunk driving, by the
Yeah,
way.
don't do driving, but awesome. Do regular driving. Driving is meant to be like mundane, not exciting. Keep it
is
as
so
unexciting
funny.
as possible.
Exactly. We just like to be really alert when we're driving.
Yes, do not be a Pullman student driving on a snowy day.
Okay, my tires were bald. I literally pulled into my parking spot at my apartment, but it was like on a slope, and it was covered in snow. My car started sliding. I'm not kidding when I tell you I had probably 4 inches between like the rear of my car and the car next to me
That is
because
horrifying.
it slid down. I was like, oh, okay. And then I got new tires a couple days later because
That's a good thing to do.
hell no. All right. And guys, it sounds like, so we have more info on the game. So our spectator monitor has been going through it. But we will tell you, Wazoo took the game. First game.
Really? Oh, I'm so
From League.
proud.
Guys,
Oh,
that was kind of fast. UI, what's going on?
for real. Like, what? How long? Can the people that are like managing this tell me how long that match was?
That's crazy, guys. That was fast. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, we're getting more. Guys, we're getting live the inside
Actually,
scoop
yeah, it has been an hour
from
15
production.
minutes. It has been an hour 15 minutes. That's true. It could
We
have been like
had
a 30, 40 minutes.
10 minutes of gameplay that we saw.
is-
Well, maybe that's not true. It felt like it, though.
It felt like a lot of crap happens in League, like pretty early in the match. Like even it catches me off guard.
That's true. I honestly
Like-
thought it was more UI leaning off the bat, like, because it was still pretty balanced, but I was like, oh, UI, they've got a little more hits on the turrets. Like, maybe we'll see some more push from them on
Mhm.
bot or something.
But, like there's like a million different ways to win League. Like that's the thing, right? Like
That's true. That's true.
there
Because if you balance your resources right and you, like, get a bunch of stuff, like, in the mid, you might be able to really, like, do more damage long term.
Like that's only like one way. Like there's stuff where like maybe like for example the inhibitors, as long as like one is broken, I think you can start attacking Nexus Tower. No. Trying to think right now. I think you do need to break all Nexuses where you can destroy the Nexus. Yeah, you do. So
Yeah.
you can literally just have like a split pusher is what they call them.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's this character called Scion.
Cylon?
Scion, yeah.
Scion, gotcha.
Yeah, his whole thing is like there was a time in League history where people would play Scion and they called it Inting Scion, where he would basically fight the enemy laner, probably die, and then like what Scion does is he revives for a moment of like a time where his HP like deteriorates till he dies, and he is faster, like his auto attack is faster, his like
What?
walking is faster. So there was a time where he would just die, either get minions for money, kill the enemy laner for money, and or take the turret. Because he would go like demolish and just like auto to death and just push that way.
What?
Yes, that was a valid
That's-
strategy to win matches.
That's insane. So if you
It's
saw them
cancer.
running that, you'd be like, you are literally
Yeah.
toxic.
And either they're like a giga genius and actually do it right, or they're gonna get the enemy top laner fed and you're gonna lose the match. So I absolutely hated when Inting Scion was happening. Like I actually wanted to die.
And what was the name of the character again?
Scion.
Scion.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Don't
can't-
forget that, kids.
I cannot remember who the name of the streamer that popularized it is.
Ninja.
Gauss?
I'm
I
just
think
kidding. I don't know.
He did play League once actually.
Did he really? Did he,
He
really?
did. He was an ADC main.
What if Ninja had a taper fade?
I don't want to imagine that.
What if? Have you seen that meme?
Like, isn't it like edits or some shit?
What if Ninja had a
Taper fade.
taper fade? So there's this guy named Endico. What's his name? Eric Doa.
Uh-huh.
And he was singing like some really sad stuff about like his dad and like how he died. I think it was his dad.
Mhm.
And then he was on live and he was like, this is getting really sad. And he was like, what if Ninja got a low taper fade? But he still had like this really sad music. And he like sang it the same way as like he had been when he was singing about his dad.
So it just feels so
It's like a meme.
is there like a visual edit of him with a taper aid? Like, go to images. I'm
Oh,
curious.
oh my gosh, did someone make a Ninja low
There
taper?
must be. Oh
Okay.
my god. I have seen that
Someone
image.
just put a fade in like curly, like put a fro on Ninja.
I've seen that image before, actually.
That's so bad.
That is awful.
It
He
was
is literally
Ninja
the whitest
with his
man.
mint hair. Yeah, that is a man straight out of Scandinavia.
No, he's literally just a man from like Minnesota.
No, you're right. He's giving Wisconsin energy.
For real. Where's Ninja from? Google it. I'm curious actually.
Let's see.
we
Okay,
have time. We
wait,
have time to kill.
Let's guess like that. Like let's straight up like guess states where Ninja's from.
I want to say maybe he's from Wyoming. Actually, no.
Wyoming. Nah. He's giving New Mexico.
New Mexico. All right, let's see what the internet says.
Okay.
The information
Where
must be out there.
is Ninja from? I feel like he's a West Coast. New Jersey.
He's from Jersey.
What the? No. Oh,
Yeah.
That's the wrong person. Hang on. That was a singer, I think. Ninja.
Detroit.
No, he's not.
He's from.
Welsh
Ninja
descent.
Blevins. Yeah, Ninja Blevins is like his thing.
He's from Chicago. Okay, well, and I mean, I can't say I know a lot about Ninja, but
Actually, yeah. Lilith,
look at this
do you
man.
want to switch talent for me for the next stream, or what's your plan?
Yeah,
Yeah, did you want him to shoutcast?
yeah. Yeah.
I'll let him be. Like,
You
I'll
know
let
what
him
we'll be
slide.
doing? All right, we'll give them a rundown. So, guys, we've been here for an hour. So what we're going to do is we're going to rotate in new casters, and they're going to be talking at you, talking with you, talking to you. It's going to be super fun. So, Mel, thank you so much
Yeah, no problem.
for jumping on. You
I
might
mean, I don't know if he wants to stream yet
Kinda
or
see.
cast yet. He can also just like shadow. That's why I
see.
asked like the president to ask him first.
Sure. Do we want to rotate?
Oh, he does.
Cool, cool.
Okay.
So you might see Mel back for the third game. So hey,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Some
I think-
nugs.
Yeah, Nugs.
Boom.
Knuckles? I don't know.
Yeah.
You said Nugs, so I was like, huh?
Nugs. Yeah.
I'm
nugs.
really bad at handshakes.
No, you
but
killed
yeah,
it. Killed it.
I believe the League of Legends coach actually wanted to cast the third.
Yeah. For UI.
Yes.
Yeah, that was Sam. Sam will jump on for the third game. I think we're gonna have Aiden actually, unless he stays in production. Well, I think we'll have Aiden jump on for the second game.
Okay.
And I know that's coming up in a minute here. So let's see. I'm gonna ask production if we can run. We'll run an ad for Beak Bonk, which is that if someone's new here, that's our big event that we're having in April. That's gonna be kind of mini gaming convention, and then we will get going.
Okay. I don't know how to mute this, so.
New stuff. Oh, we'll mute it. Hey, no stress.
All right. Then yeah, I'm gonna take this off
Yeah.
and I'm gonna hand it off to Tal.
Go for it.
Drink water.
Got water for the new caster. Absolutely, grab from the fridge. That is for one and all, except the viewers. Sorry guys, I wish I could mail you some water, but I can't. Just don't have the power or the funding. And the postal service will cry if I send liquids in the mail. Rude. Hang on, let's get these. I'm trying to. Hang on. Is that it? Okay, sorry. I'm trying to practice these. There we go. Set these guys down. There we go. All right, we're handing over the headset. Got a new Wazoo caster in the house, guys. New commentator. Do you want to introduce yourself real quick? Maybe some socials or anything like that?
Hi, my name's Dow. I'm a freshman at WSU, and I have the social presence of a dying frog. But
Guys, I love frogs.
Yeah.
This is great.
I think I've played an embarrassing amount of League, but I'm still Heartstock Gold. But I think I am like level 260 or something. So hopefully I can provide some insight.
260.
I don't want to think about how many hours I've put in to still be Heartstock Gold, but yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
260. Okay, so I'm not sure when they're gonna have a new caster. We'll just have production let me know. We'll ask. So let me tell you. So me and Mel have been yapping for an hour and 15 minutes.
That's the plan.
We didn't have really a lot of visuals on the game for most of it, but
Yeah.
we tried to commentate when we could. So you might have some spots where you're like, huh,
Yeah.
not a lot of visuals. Guys, it'll get better as the semester goes on. But anyways, basically Mel was just kind of informing me on things going on with the game, more information when we didn't have visuals, and kind of digging deeper. So basically you can just unlock all of the lore you have and just dump that thing out here
Okay.
on live.
Well,
And it'll be funny because I
Yeah,
mean
I'm
I'm newer
re-
to League, so
I'm ready to yap. I'm ready to yap. Yeah.
heck yeah. So what are some what lane do you usually like to run, or do you have any kind of characters that you're kind of leaning towards that you enjoy?
Usually nowadays I just play Flex with my friends in a 5Q, so
Oh, Flex
just
is fun,
whatever. But I start out maining Teemo, so that's range top, so that already puts me on the crap list. But
I'm gonna look up Teemo. Get some
TE 2 E's instead of an I.
Oh, Teemo.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
the little dude?
The little dude, yeah.
I know the little dude, guys.
Yeah, everyone hates him, so.
Hey,
there
I
it
think wasn't someone running Teemo today?
I
Oh,
don't.
oh
they
no, I
didn't-
think
they
it
didn't
got
pull out this
banned.
match. They
I think
banned
Teemo got banned.
Okay, that's interesting because I don't think either Gwen or Olaf cares about Teemo, but you know.
What the heck? I swear, I just know I saw Teemo up on the screen. The only thing I can guess is someone banned him. I might be wrong though.
I do want to also mention, I don't know if the new season changes have affected Teemo as much. I know there's some awful 5 haunting guys built out there, That's probably the menace of all top laners. But historically, in pro play, at least, Teemo has the pro play viability of a burnt potato. So I don't honestly don't expect we'll be seeing him that much.
Teemo, that's funny. But you feel like you can run Teemo pretty efficiently, or well. Hey, you said you've got like hella hours.
Yeah,
so
well, sometimes
maybe you're a Teemo.
I don't think my experience correlates with the skill, but yeah.
Oh, it looks like we can't run the Beak Bonk ad because we'll get hit with a copyright claim.
Alas.
Lame.
Yeah, I do think the other caster Aiden mentioned that he had another occupying engagement, so I'm not sure if he's turning up.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I know Aiden will get on here soon. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I am glad I can have you for a minute here. So yeah, here we have we've got our little. I don't know if you guys have seen. We've been writing and kind of referring to this little notepad here. We have a few of them, but we've got written like these are obviously the usernames, the names of our different players, and then here I just wrote down for the first game who was running what, or not who was running what, but which characters were being
Yeah.
ran. Especially since I'm learning the names of the characters.
Yeah. That first game did end really quickly.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. I was a little bummed because I thought UI could hold out
Yeah.
a little longer,
I
but
think
we got slammed a little bit.
Bot lane and mid, I think, was fairly even with UI's. Who's the jungle? Jagger's focusing more on mid lane. I saw like some of those ganks come out on Karma, get a few kills there. But eventually, I do think that.
Was it the Gwen and Olaf at the top?
Yeah, Gwen.
Okay, because Gwen was
came out really
destroying Olaf so hard multiple times, and I was like,
yeah.
that's not.
And then also, Mon checks Kayn eventually. Just once he picked up those kills on Kayn, he just starts snowballing really hard because he can pick between either blue form to just roll over people or red form to just never die again.
Yeah.
So
I'm curious.
Eventually, when both got their leads, I believe did they take a Baron by the end? I don't know because
I don't know, because I know I saw that you guys had a dragon off the bat, like pretty close to off the bat, which was good. But I'm curious, did Gwen kind of like mow the top lane a little bit after she got the ball rolling? Because I know she can get pretty stacked after a few kills.
Yeah. For reference, top lane's always been a little bit more of an isolated lane because historically Rift Herald has sometimes been less, at least for most people, less important than dragons. Riot's trying to shake it up with new season changes, but at least for now, Gwen really just built up that lead early, and then it just came down to like a lot of fights. Olaf's like a pretty close range character. He's more of a lane bully, so once a Gwen gets that lead, either Olaf has to completely disengage.
Because she can reach, huh?
Yeah, either Olaf completely disengages from lane, which is losing anyway, or he stays in fights, which loses anyway, I guess. Gwen is
screwed. On
her release, she was an obscene character. I believe it was like level E once, or whichever one gave her that attack speed steroid. Pop it once at level 1 and roll over any other character in top lane. So,
oh my gosh.
Now she's more balanced, I think. Although people have cried many times over her immune in her CC field.
Just sobbing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any strong feelings about Gwen?
That immune field is really corny. I don't know what else to say because if she's in it and you're outside of it, yeah, she just doesn't. I'm gonna double check if she's CC immune or damage immune. But there's been plenty of times where I've tried to launch some CC and just shift to right, over out of me, and then pointless.
Yeah. Do you remember me what CC is?
Oh, crowd control. So that basically
control.
is just short term for any sort of debilitating status effect that prevents you from doing something you normally would. So not really damage, but more like silencing moves so you can't cast spells, blinding, which is pretty much just Teemo and a few others makes it so you can't auto attack.
Oh, so like targets a specific aspect of the opposing character.
Yeah, it can hit multiple people once, but just stuff like rooting or slowing or something that just basically makes it harder for them to move usually.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, that'd be frustrating to kind of get hit with that.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, actually it would be.
I have no other words for that.
Heck yeah. So when did you start playing League? Because I know League's been around for a minute here.
Yeah, so I'm currently 19, and I started playing it around 8th grade. And so that means
8th grade? That's awesome.
Yeah, so it was like, I guess when I was like 14 or 15. Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
I will say I do think academically my life would have been a fair bit better if I never picked up League, but here I am, so.
That's awesome. Wait, what are you studying?
You have one guess.
Oh, well,
ignore the part where I spent. Yeah, it was computer science. Yeah.
Oh, computer science. I thought it was communications. I was like, oh, okay.
No.
I see. You're like, heck no.
I'm not gonna lie. The League player computer science major kind of tracks a little too well.
Yeah, I can't lie either. I'm pretty sure we have. Do we have? I know we have a VTD, which is like video technical, like kind of what's the word?
Department? Oh.
Degree. What words? I'm film and television. Shocker. I think we have an English degree, and she's like the head writer. I'm pretty sure she's English. If she's not, oh no, she's environmental science. Or
That's
something.
a little different.
Environmental science. Yes, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. And then yeah, I think we have some like computer science, some like geeks in here. You kind of have to. I need some geeks in here. 'Cause, I mean, hopefully we can get the stream going a little more smoothly.
Yep.
We're working on it. We're working on it. Yeah, computer science. So, are you from Washington originally?
Yeah, I'm from Washington. I'm from Vancouver, which is just a bit north
Oh,
of
Vancouver.
Portland. Yeah.
Oh, Vancouver, Kate.
Not
That's cool.
Vancouver, BC. I have to
I
always
got
specify
excited.
Washington, not DC. Vancouver, not BC. Clark County, not Nevada. So it's really fun.
That's good. No, I'm a transfer student. I'm from Utah originally.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, it's been kind of fun being up here though, and kind of seeing this program get bigger. And I was saying previously that what's great about like you guys having your program and us getting bigger and being able to start running like LAN events and stuff is I'm hoping that we can just have like a bigger like niche of like esports in the Palouse. I was telling Mel, and Mel was like, heck yeah. Oh yeah.
I mistyped, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're talking with production. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry guys. Stand by. Stand by. We're responding. Dal is just saying, hell yeah, he's locked in.
I'm locked in.
Locked in. Okay. Sweet. Okay. And there we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were me and Mel. We talked about everything under the sun. We talked about live streamers on TikTok, all sorts of stuff. We talked about Arcane. What are your thoughts on Arcane? Because Mel was saying if someone was a bad player of like Jinx or like, Vi or stuff, then the joke was that they only watched Arcane and they jumped on.
I gotta confess this. I've never watched Arcane.
Really?
I know everyone loves it. I know it's critically acclaimed. I know it's a really good show, but for some reason, I've just never watched it.
Hey,
so,
that's totally fine.
throw
No
your hate at me
pressure.
in chat. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to be the person that's like, what? I don't get that. Because I've been on the other side of that. So as a FTV major, there's so many people that are like, you haven't seen this Martin Scorsese movie? And they're like
Absolute
sobbing.
cinema.
Like, Bae, I'm watching like the most weird ass movie, like just in, like that nobody's seen. Like, that's what I'm watching. Sorry, I'm going to be on my phone for just a second here.
Yep.
But I want to show you guys I'll show you as well just how long the list of movies that I need to watch is. Oh, looks like we got someone on production. But, like, let me show you this list. Like, these are
What
movies
is
people have recommended.
You have a
So,
longer watch list
real
than
quick, let me show you guys. I don't know if you can see. Probably not. It's okay. But, like, this is just, like, words and words and words and words and words. Let's see. Throwing out some. We've got Succession, Scream. I did watch two Saw
Succession
movies.
is a TV show, right?
Succession. Oh, yeah, it is. It is. I did watch The Bear recently. It was pretty fun, actually. I did like that one. Oh, it sounds like Autumn is going to be on production. Oh, no. Autumn is coming in for... Wait, is Autumn coming in for shoutcasting? That's amazing. So, guys, we'll have another season in the house, in the hot seat. So, if you're like, I'm not sure what your name is, just shoot for a season. You have 4 chances to get it right. You have a 25%.
If only I could see what the season was that's coming in.
If only. I'm going to
If
delete
only.
this off the... We have a document here, guys. I mean, obviously, you see me clacking on this computer, but it has a Google Doc that we've been kind of using to communicate with production, and it says here who's swapping in, and it is Autumn. Anyways, I mean, heck, I guess I'll pop off here. But,
Alright.
okay, thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thank you for talking with me and stuff.
chatting. Yeah, nice to meet you. Okay,
Nice
so
to
we'll
meet you.
have Autumn. Come on over here. All right. Poke his brain about Val. Or not Val.
I don't think this is Val. I don't think. Hi,
Hi.
Autumn.
Dow.
This is the first time I think
Yeah.
we've spoken
Yep.
ever.
Yeah.
But we probably have some stuff in common.
Yeah.
You know, you said computer science major,
Yeah.
right? That's me too. That's where we're at.
What year are you in?
I am a junior.
Okay.
Not a junior. Sophomore.
Okay.
Kinda.
Well, I'm a first year, so it's going.
It's going. It's
Yeah.
it's not fun, guys.
I'm starting to get past the part where like robotics carried me, and now I have to learn actual computer science.
That is so
concepts.
real. I did first robotics for a bit.
Oh yeah,
it was
FTC
like-
or
Yeah, and it's weird because you're getting more into like more complex stuff. It's bad. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I know. What are your hopes for the team?
For the team,
Yeah, for your team
Uh,
this upcoming season. How do you feel about
for like the league team,
yeah,
or
league team?
well, for what I hope they win, but also to tell the truth, I have been very involved. Involved. That's not a word.
Good, good.
Involved with the league team. I honestly got invited by the top laner Tomer to come and cast because I co-cast with him before for Valorant. But luckily, I do know a lot more about League than Valorant. So
Nice. So you're gonna
hopefully it'll
carry
work
me
out.
here.
Yeah. Have you played League much at all, or?
I have had very minimal exposure to League. I have watched a lot of it just because I've been around when they're doing practice and stuff and their other competitions and things. But sadly, it's not a place where I've like had the time to be able to like invest, you know.
Yeah.
And that's a big problem.
Oh, looks like we're going to pick ban now for the draft.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay. So we did actually already see Akali, Jinx, and Kaling get banned blue side from Idaho, and then Briar and Seraphine banned from Washington. Oh, and Galio as well. So I'm going to guess some of these bans are more based on the player knowledge of like what people normally main. I will say Seraphine is banned because currently she is. Oh, maybe it's just swapping over. Sorry for pranking all of you. Cool, it's good now. So I will say Washington banned Seraphine because if I recall, currently after those item changes, the classic Enchanter ADC is an absolute menace. We do see Ornn get picked by Idaho, which I do believe is, I think his name's Int. I hope I'm not reading that wrong, actually flaming him. But Idaho's top laner, as far as I know, is an Ornn main, and it looks like they are counter-picking Riven into that. Misfortune is getting kind of blind picked as ADC, but she is an extremely strong, extremely safe ADC right now. With those lethality item changes, that basically means any ADC that can build it gets busted. To explain, in League, there's armor, which prevents physical damage, and recently they changed the way lethality works, which was originally meant to be kind of a way to cut armor. Now it just gets rid of like flat armor, which means you just, basically if you build it, it does so much more damage than you'd expect it to do.
Oh, dang.
And it also tends to be cheaper than other items. We are seeing Nyla come out, which if I recall is maybe the one ADC that tends to counter Misfortune. Don't quote me on that. But Nyla's gameplay is more to get in up close and personal and do a bunch of damage and get out safely, I think. We are seeing Taric get picked as a support for her, so it's going to be the same bot lane as last game, which seemed to work out well for them, despite having to compete with Senna Tom Kench, which is the nightmare poke, like get out, ruin your life comp. And if you have any questions about it, feel free to ask me if I like.
No. I'm enjoying this. I like hearing this stuff.
Yeah, I will say it looks like Kaylin and Jinx got banned, probably for, I want to say they might counter duel into Nyla. I don't remember too well. Yeah. But that Galio ban does seem to come out after last game where he did pretty well mid with the Viego ganks. And yeah, we are seeing a Karma pick again. Karma is more of a flex champ, can go wherever, so that could actually either be Misfortune support or Karma mid. Interesting to see how that turns out. But now we are moving into the other second section of bans, so Washington's going to be banning first. I better not see something nightmarish come out. Okay, we are seeing Jarvan banned, and if I recall correctly, that's because in pro play, pretty often, Jarvan Orianna is a very strong jungle mid combo because Jarvan closes everyone with his ult, and Orianna, her ult basically drags everyone, CCs them, and it's pretty menacing. We are seeing a Kayn bane. They are probably fearing what Monchek did last game with that. Kayn is a very snowbally jungle, and they got off last game, so I'm excited to see what the alternative is.
Yeah, no, I definitely saw a lot of that on the screens in the lab. Sadly, y'all weren't able to see it.
Yeah,
but
exciting black screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is Washington banning now? We're going to see in just 1 second, but it looks like it's Corki. So Corki is actually a pretty strong mid laner now, along with ADC, because with the Season 14 item changes, AP mid laners benefit a lot. If you've played a few games, you have probably thrown your hands up in frustration whenever Storm Surge or one of those other AP items procs. I haven't played enough to really comment on the balance, but needless to say, I think Azir is literally like the most played mid laner in pro play this spring split.
Okay.
So, yeah. So remaining for Washington. Oh wait, okay, Idaho is banning Morgana. Gotta say, I'm not sure what the vision is, but Washington looks like they're hovering Lilia Luxton. Lilia also a super strong jungler right now because of AP item changes. No biggie, or no big surprise really. Not no biggie. That's gonna be a big jungle pick from Washington. Let's see what Idaho picks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Karma is Probably Washington's mid lane, given that quirky pick. I'd be very surprised if it's Karma support, especially because it was Karma mid last game, but we'll see. We are seeing Jax come out. So Jax jungle, if I recall, does do pretty well into Lilia because Lilia's game plan is to E with ability, kite out with that Nightmarish passive, and then Jax actually counters that just by popping his E, jumping onto you with his Q, and then stunning you with his E. But we'll have to see how that works out.
We'll see.
Annie mid. Okay. Yeah, Annie's another AP mid laner. She plays pretty straightforward, but she is a very strong pick. I don't know how she does in Karma. Really wish I had a win rate up here, but also it might not apply because this is a higher level of play than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Washington's last pick is probably going to be against that Taric support, assuming it's not Karma support. Maybe it's Milio, if they're comfortable playing Milio. Just betting. We'll see. Gangplank. What?
Oh.
Okay, so it looks like it is Karma support, actually. I lied to all of you, and that is Gangplank mid. So Misfortune Karma looks to be a lane where they're just going to be poking out, doing a ton of damage, and Nyla Taric is looking for that 1 CC opportunity to go in and nuke them. Gangplank mid, or maybe it's Gangplank top, pretty sure it's Gangplank mid. Gangplank mid, I think it's going to have a somewhat easy time to Annie because Annie usually is committing to her Q to CS or to stun with. Gangplank, on the other hand, is more or less okay with Sandberg CSing, but if you've played against him, you know he will blow you up late game with extreme, I forgot the word for it, impunity, yeah.
No, it's going to be an interesting match with what you've described here. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where this is going to go.
I do want to comment, as far as Lilia's strength in the meta goes, and maybe for the Jax pick, although maybe not so much, when you're taking Void Grubs, which is the top jungle central objective, like counter to Dragon now before Rift Herald,
Yeah.
a lot of the higher win rate or top tier junglers we're seeing this patch are characters that get cleared easily. Now what Riot intended is you kill one and you come back later because they get a temporary shield and they spawn like the little things. But some champions like Rel can either bust that shield or people have very good AoE damage against the little things that spawn out when the Void Grubs get hit. And I don't know exactly how the mechanic works, but that's probably the reason. Yeah.
Makes sense. Where do you usually play when you play League? I know you're not like professional, but
Oh, like rank wise or like role?
roll.
Roll. So usually when I play with my friends, it's in a 5Q and I just sort of play flex. I start out as a top lane main. Now, probably my best roles are top or mid. Jungle I can do fine at, but I don't really have like I don't really track that well, so I'm not that good at invading and stuff, which is really integral. I'd like to think I ward well. Do not put me on ADC. I will grief. I will lose. It will be awful. And support is support, so I'm okay at it, but yeah.
Yeah, the support, you know.
Yeah. Man, I do wish Riot would get rid of that 3-minute spectator delay on custom games. Really not sure why they have it. Riot, please fix.
Please fix, we love. Sorry, I was trying to word that in a way that was nice, and then I just kind of remembered that, little voice in your head. It's like, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all. You know?
What are we talking about with like the nice thing? Or
Sorry,
like
with the rain stuff and the delay, but that's fine.
Yeah. If it helps, everyone has always complained about that specter delay.
Yeah.
Anything to talk about, or are we just gonna like? Is the camera on us, or is it like?
I think it's.
I'm terrified if I've.
If it's on us, then I'm sorry, Chet.
Yeah, either I've been weirdly staring at the camera into someone's soul, or I've been doing it for no reason. So either option's actually pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It happens. I don't know what production's doing over there.
Maybe it's technical difficulties again.
Are we good? Nah, probably fine.
Probably. Did they mention if they were switching to just going through like the player perspectives manually, or if there's an observer computer?
It seems like there is getting or at least when I was back over there, it looked like they were trying to get the observer computer set up.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It should be.
Yeah. I actually have no clue why I was working last time because the client was starting, but it looked like it was just a black screen and they kept popping out back in a task manager for it, so.
Yeah, it was
mystifying.
a bit silly. Once again, the university and the network stuff is just kind of hard, but you know, it works. Yeah. But hopefully,
Is that signal saying it's on us now, or okay?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is on us. Great. So now
Yeah.
I am staring into someone's soul directly.
now we're staring right into
Yeah.
your soul. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Be happy.
Do we have like chat pulled up anywhere so I can like harass people or?
No. Well, I guess we could try. Because
That kind of works, I think. I don't know. Well, it looks like no one's talking anyway, so
yeah, no one's in chat right now.
Feeling
I
well
was
loved.
carrying chat a bit.
dang. Oh.
Yeah, I'm tired. I need to. Well, we gotta switch over. You can do it.
Yay. Yeah, I guess we're just sitting around waiting for production to get that.
Yeah. So how long have you been involved with esports at WSU?
They had like one invitational in like the fall, which I casted for Valorant, and then that was my first time. So I guess this is my second time.
Okay. Okay. I support. I support. Yeah, no, I usually, if I am casting, which is not a lot, I was hired for event staff and to just be cool. I'm usually casting stuff like Rocket League
Yeah.
and or observing for like CS and
Yeah.
stuff. So like I haven't been on camera as much, obviously, but it's okay. We do that.
Yeah, Rocket League. Yeah, they also had that event, but I didn't cast for it. Honestly, I don't. That game simultaneously looks incredibly insane and also not that much. But okay, well, we just had someone pick up the fox plushie behind us, so we're forever
Little
bereaved
dude.
now. Yeah, he's gone.
Okay, you want to hear the legend of little dude?
Sure.
Or it's a really short legend. We taped him to a wall.
What, like the duct tape with the baby on the wall, like that
Yeah,
kind
he
of
was
thing?
on the wall for a bit. You could probably look at past streams and see him.
Oh. Well,
Now he has a perching point, but I guess he's gone.
he's free.
He's free. He escaped. Oh my gosh. But no.
What is that emote? Is that Big Bird?
Big Bird? What? Yeah, honestly, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Gosh, I wish we knew what was, like, happening.
I would
Out there.
I would do a lot to just even see like a camera of like the people.
Yeah, I want to know what's behind the curtain. It's fine, though.
Yeah.
We, you know, I
Um,
think we accept our... This is just the caster's fate, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have any questions about League? I can kind of answer, but I don't.
So how exactly... Because obviously there's a lot... there's a heck of a ton of characters here, right? How... Is it, like, listed what each character is, like, good at, like, statistically wise, and where they would be good in positions? Or it's just kind of something, like, you know, the community's figured out?
Yeah, so MOBAs are kind of hard to get into for obvious reasons. Like you said, there's like a million characters and like a lot of things.
Yeah.
Generally, Riot designs characters and you'll more or less know where they're intended to go, right? They'll tell them, hey, this is a mid laner, this is a jungler, and generally it'll work out that way. Occasionally you'll see massive like lane changes. Like I think like Graves was originally an ADC, but now he's a jungler. Rel's originally a support, and she's still good support, but now she's like OP in jungle or something like that. Generally on the player side, there is unfortunately not really a better way than just to play, and that's usually good advice. But it, you know, it's League of Legends, so
Yeah, like one of the most competitive games out there,
Yeah.
probably.
yeah, I think for the most part, like players eventually have to get a sense of like even stuff like how the cooldowns of abilities, how far they go, how much damage they do, and unfortunately, that's not really easy to learn besides playing the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool. I think it really illustrates, like, how much time and work goes into, like, esports and stuff. Because a lot of people are like, oh, you just, like, sit down and you play the game, right? No, it's like,
Yeah.
they're studying.
Yeah, for the most part,
Stopped.
as far as like pro play goes, usually you'll see some different stuff from solo queue, and we are, I think, seeing the spectate come out. Just kidding, they can't spectate game. What's happening? But as far as most people in league ranks, they'll be playing solo queue or duo, but duoing I think is disabled past a certain elo. I want to say, but sorry, my lost train of thought. Right.
Don't worry. You're good.
So generally, solo queuing, you obviously play a little more selfish, maybe a little more safe, because usually you can't really commit to something because you won't 100% know that your teammates will do it, or if they won't just get mad at you and ruin the game because of that. There's a whole lot of way. League's the infamous, fairly toxic game. So
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, we do have I think, hopefully, actually, 2 minutes.
And
Ca-
spectator delay 2 minutes, so it's an actual 2 minutes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are waiting on the spectator relay to come up so we can get like the game going. But I
Oh,
am excited to figure out what happened because last game we did see that horrifying slaughterfest happen before like jungle camps even spawned. I honestly have no idea how a fight broke out in mid above like the lane. Like usually you see like
No.
an invade come out in a fight in jungle.
Mhm.
Really kind of horrifying how WSU got first blood there and walked out with 2. I just don't understand. But honestly,
No.
I've done worse, so I can't even blame it.
Yeah, I think this was hopefully a bit of a warm up
Yeah.
because that was
that round start was not quite a
it was
motivator.
not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's not good.
We just did get a smile emoji put in the chat.
Go Vandal.
Yeah.
Thanks, Big Bird.
Big Bird. Yeah. A minute left on spectator relay. Really praying for that minute to pass quickly.
Yeah,
I
I
am just
know.
yapping into the void right now.
It's okay. Sometimes
Yeah.
the void needs to be yapped into.
Yeah. And I think they switch sides now, right?
I think so.
Right.
Yeah, they should.
I think wasn't there like some goofy statistic that says people win slightly more on blue side? I want to say
Really?
because the cameras are slightly different and the two like main camps are also different, so it could be a slight difference.
So
but
technically, there's a bit of
yeah,
yeah.
but that last game did end really way too quickly. So
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
like the place you're gonna be is gonna impact it that much.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
come on, Vandals.
I am excited to see how Niall and Tarek play into the new WSU bot lane comp though, because last time it looked like WSU was struggling on Senna Tom. Mainly because when Tom had to play more defensive, protect against those Tarek E's on when Sen was mispositioned. Now they're also just another menace, kill you instantly comp, so we'll figure it out. That is a really long 0 seconds. Please pop up. Don't be a black screen. Come on.
Don't be a black screen.
Load
Please,
quicker.
Please.
Riot, please.
Phrase the right.
Yeah.
Words. Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as runes go. Okay, so hopefully switch screens. But yeah, it looks like as far as runes go, it's pretty solid. I actually lied to you. Looks like it's Gameplank top and Riven mid. Yeah. Gameplank I think does pretty well into Orin. Orin kind of has the commit on his go in, like he can poke with Q a little bit. Gameplank can just stand back and bully him. First strike especially coming into play there for Gameplank. Orin does get the advantage of staying more in lane, but we'll see how that works out with jungle presence. I have no idea how Riven Annie plays out, but Riven does have, I'm pretty sure, the advantage pre-6, although Annie does have that stud. She can just save her whenever Riven's going to go in. Post-6, I have no idea. Misfortune taking cleanse. I'm pretty sure most ADCs do at this point, actually, because there's just way too much CC on the enemy team. And yeah. Hope this client loads a little quicker. Do you see the percentage from your end, or is it like it's covered up by a wonderful camera stand?
Yeah. Nope. Nothing.
Nothing. I am curious how we have a 0 millisecond ping, but that's probably because it's spectator relay, so it counts as a replay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of makes sense.
Yep.
But
We're griefed. Okay,
what?
so
Oh.
I guess it's more yapping time for us.
Oh my gosh.
It said unable to download spectator data. It's like the university restricting how much you can like save on it or something. But even then, we should have
Maybe.
more than enough space. I don't.
Yeah, because this is just it's always
We're in. Okay, so we
in.
did see some weird interaction there in the bottom jungle coming out, but first wave is spawning. Looks to be a pretty standard clear for both sides. Annie is poking a little bit on Riven early, but yeah, pretty standard clear. A little bit of flirting in the top lane, as we all know and love. Yeah. So Annie is going to be sitting there with her stun charge because she has the range, can just bully the hell out of Riven. Yeah, just sitting it with there. Riven can't walk up where she just loses that first bit of the lane. Orin is poking out a little bit. Bone plating did save him a little on that Gameplank trade. We are now going to admire this piece of rock and the interface. Going back to mid
Ooh.
lane, I'm just going to look at the mini-map. Oh, yeah, I see. There's an overlay for that. Nyla is getting poked out to death by Misfortune, as is tradition. If you get hit by the second part of your Q after it kills a minion, you may as well be doomed. Gameplank did get level 2 a little early. I'm going to guess that... Oh, nope, nothing. Maybe Gameplank's looking for that level 3 to blow up a barrel. Casual emoting down in bot lane. Although Washington does have the priority now on bot river, so we'll see how it turns out. Oh, so Annie does get the stun off, but Riven stuns at the same time. So now Riven's job is just to run Annie the hell down. And I don't think Annie has flash, so it's safe for her. But oh. Now with Jax coming in, that's a doomed prospect. Riven does jump over, but she might be done for. We'll see. No, she's free. So overall, actually a pretty good trade for Riven, but she is going to be forced to back off or not. Menace to Human Society is going to die for that, unfortunately. So first blood goes to Annie, which is a pretty hefty advantage, being a mage that can bully out. We are seeing the nightmare of Misfortune Karma bot, so Idaho's just sort of pushing her tower, which is more or less a natural state for this, but I think the main goal here is that out of lane, Nyla and Tarek scale harder, and hopefully are able to carry the team fights more than Misfortune and Tarek can. Although once again, not Misfortune, Karma can, although once again, Misfortune is absurdly strong. We just see that Q rip through Tarek's shield and everything.
Yeah.
Both junglers are clearing top side now, maybe going to angle for a little bit of a scuttle fight. But yeah, Riven now quite a bit behind. We'll see how that mid lane shapes up because she still can tear some behinds later in the match. But yeah, I cry every time I see bot lane get poked out. We are witnessing peak Gangplank gameplay here. There are 2 barrels up. If Ornn walks up to hit them, they will blow up by Gangplank and he will get exploded. Oh, Annie goes in. Not Annie, Riven. Gets the stun off, combos, barely stay out tower range, and does win that trade. We will see Riven generally heal a little more off that D shield, so that's overall a good trade for Riven. But it looks like the enemy jungle, Jaggers, is paying more attention to that lane. Oh, Tarek looking for that stun, misses, and is now going to receive the bot lane treatment. Just kidding, Karma does get the tether out and hits Nala anyway. What a beautiful interaction.
Yeah. Well, at least we're having a better start here than we did last round.
Yep. Yeah, we did see Annie get that first spot off, which could be huge depending on how that party plays out. Wish I could see Ornn CS, but I'm going to bet that it's not a great spot against Gangplank. I think Tomer is just a menace up there. I don't know what else to say. Just zoning him out of CS. Oh, Tarek gets a stun off, but unable to commit because they're both low, and Misfortune will blow someone up. Yeah, last game we saw double support item come out from Washington because Tom Senna has been a lane that historically could do that already with fasting Senna, and now oh wait, kill coming out maybe? Gets the flash out from Tarek, a very threatening. Oh, dodges it, and oh, barely healed. We are seeing Jax come in to intervene, taking him off his Krugs. Oh! Misfortune flashes in, gets 2 kills, probably even going to make it out alive because now Jax can win that trade. Riven going in 2, still wins the trade. The most exciting top lane gameplay you've ever seen. Tomer's ulting that wave, I'm going to guess, for a quick back. Gets the cannon wave, that wave crashes against tower because Ornn can't really contest it. And the gameplay can back and get that item lead over Ornn even though Ornn can't build lane. I believe Annie is just sort of holding on for level 6 so that she can protect herself in case Riven engages, but now Riven has level up on her so she can't really show up. Lily invading, Jack's waiting for something, maybe that Annie intervention, let's see how it pays off. But they're not really able to respond, although they did burn the flash. Oh! Okay, yeah, Lilia dies for that. We did see the knight come out from, oh, that's just wonderful from them. Jax gets the double kill, huge for a stat stick like that snowballs. Corbiano does burn Ignite for that, but it's very good because Annie now gets to back on this cannon wave. Sorry, not cannon, just gets it back on this huge wave. Get the lane advantage, get CS. And honestly, Riven is in a really rough spot now.
Yeah.
We did see Gameplank TP top, and now he has Sheen. If that may as well be his full build, not really, but he does get 2 turret shots. Pretty huge trade for that. Yeah. More interactions going on bot lane here. Looks like they're just shoving for a back. Yeah. Wait, no? What? Oh, they're getting priority for Dragon. My bad. Yeah, Misfortune is still poking out Tarek. Tarek is just going to have to back here or maybe suffer it. Orin misses the stun. Gameplank is floundering, looking for something. Maybe going to get the kill? No. Backs off. Oh, Jax flashes. Can Gameplank out of his life? Yes. Lilia intervention. QW. And now Jax is looking like he's going to die. Oh. Wonderful intervention there from Monshek. We are seeing Riven rearing up for round 3. Riven. Oh. Sure. Yeah, Southside Pizza for us. Yeah, sorry. Probably just asked if they want a Southside Pizza for us.
We love production.
Yeah. Yeah. Riven is kind of forced to engage here or slowly lose, but at this point, I'll be honest, any fight Riven takes, I don't think it's going to go well without jungle intervention or a serious mistake from Kayak. And actually here, Kayak gets a jump with that ult ignite. She's toast. She burnt shield there in that trade earlier. Lilia, however, is doing Void Grubs, gets 1 down. Wow, okay. Yeah. So they're just fighting over Vision's Tri-Bush. Steppers is going to have to back off a little bit because they know Jax is there, but gets a few pokes off. Okay, gets more than a few pokes off. This is a little obscene. Annie does walk down, forces Steppers to burn Flash, but actually Steppers will get stunned anyway. Oh, no, the root comes out just in time. So I think the idea now is blue lane has complete lane priority and vision, so they're going to be trying to do Dragon maybe? Nope, just kidding. I'm coked up on something. Brief flash of the most fun top lane you've ever played. They are clearing vision though, so I guess they are probably correct. Riven is squaring up. I seriously don't. Oh wait, nope, she's pincered. It's. I will be shocked if she gets that left.
Oh
of this.
yeah.
Oh,
no.
the flash.
Ooh.
Fine keeps chasing. Can he get it? Oh yes, with the R2, Jax has to back off. And now Washington has control of that bottom jungle. Not much Idaho can do here right now. Tarek's too low to engage. Nyla cannot run before this.
Yeah, no, nothing.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
What?
Yeah. Gameplank is crashing wave again. Maybe going to back, or maybe it's just trying to kill. I now have table pizza. I don't know how to feel about this.
Table pizza.
It seriously fell off the napkin onto the table. Yeah, we're just seeing Washington poke more out of bot, and overall we do see that significant 2k gold lead from Washington. I just saw a paper roll of bounty go down. Pour one out for Autumn. Yeah, just more poking from Gangplank. Pretty standard operating procedure, I guess. But Washington did manage to get that lead back in that mid lane. Oh, going to get a kill here, bot no matter what, unless Tarek gets that ult off in time. Maybe? No, goes down. Although Nyla is up, going to get that pick on Karma. Yep. But now Misfortune has the massive HP advantage with Lilia coming. Oh, but Nyla gets out without movement speed.
Ooh. Yeah, no, we are all...
Yeah, there is a... Now, the gold lead has shrunk a little bit, but it is currently Washington having the priority.
Yeah.
Looks like... Yeah, finds clearing vision on that bottom river, maybe to prepare for a Dragon, but you see some pings coming up. I really know random Gameplank barrel hit, that is a lot of damage. Yeah, Jax is currently actually invading top side for red, so maybe that's not a surprise for Lilia later on. Oh, engaged by Fine, gets a stun off, but he is going to get Annie stun. Oh, will Annie win this trade? Doesn't matter because superhero Tarek shows up to save the day.
Yeah.
Jax actually coming in as well for a tower dive. Lilia forced to respond. I would kill for a camera pan. There we go. Directed camera, please. Yeah. Sorry, no flame to our observer, by the way. I was just talking about I was talking about the league's automatic camera. I need to clarify that. Oh, Orin does go in for a little bit of a poke, but force a flash off. He is out of mana. Going to have to back. So in the meantime, Gangplank here. I guess maybe also on the back? Yeah. He's probably got a good item timing. Lilia just walking up, taking up the stun. Probably because they figured out where everyone else on the map is. This character is really isolated really low. Jax is coming down to intervene. But will he come in time? Oh, Tarek misses the stun, but does show up, and Karma hits the world's largest Q. Double sleep on Tarek and Jax. Jax is going to die for this.
Yeah.
Threads the needle with Misfortunal. That's pretty unfortunate, but yeah. They still get the Jax kill. I think he was angling for that Tarek kill because Tarek was positioned a little wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, barely misses the Q. So both of them are really unsafe now. They're going to get dove. Tarek goes down. Nyla is about to get dove. Oh, runs away. Oh, but gets the pick on Lilia. And is she going to get out? What? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, no, that
Annie
was...
shows up to maybe get some vengeance, but Misfortune is running off. Annie's not really got the kill on Karma. Yeah, and now Fine also has priority mid.
Yeah, no, Vandals had no chance in that encounter. That was
So-
an impressive kill though.
Yeah. Annie is going to be trying for that cheeky pick, but I don't think it's coming out. Jack's intervening in mid lane. Can he get the kill? Yeah, that's kind of toast. I'm not going to... Oh, no. Nope, never mind. Riven. What'd I say?
Come on.
Oh,
Oh,
there we go.
there we go.
Last second cut. Yep. Oh, comes back in for the cheeky kill attempt, but maybe going to get punished for that. Tarek's slowed by the Karma Q. Oh, but gets the pick out on Misfortune. That's a very unfortunate choice by Bitman there.
Yeah.
That's 800 gold to Annie. Huge for someone who's already ahead. Gets a stun off on Karma. This is going to kill. Tarek does do a surprising amount of damage. Oh, maybe not. Shield.
Oh, wow.
What am I watching?
Is-
Oh! What? Minions! And now TP from Riven coming back for vengeance, going to attack Nyla. Oh, Nyla's toast. I'm keeping it real. Unless like some miracle happens, it's over.
We've seen a lot of miracles.
Yeah. Fine gets the pick off. Wonderful trade for Washington. Although now Idaho does have that massive priority on Void Grubs. Void Grubs are meant to be an objective that helps with tower pushing, kind of alternative to Rift Herald. I think the jury's still on the claim how strong it is, though. Misfortune now transitioning to mid. Probably pretty standout for I don't know if she's going to stay there. Gets stunned. It's toast. Just, yeah. Not enough vision, probably. You know how it is. You see the ping come out from Tarek on Annie on Jax is like morale support into or more like cheering on the same person on your team. Oh, misses the stun. Riven can't really do a lot here. Tarek himself peel and also Jax is coming. So yeah, Idaho is definitely maintaining their foothold in this game very good. WC maybe trying to start on a slack level though.
Yeah.
Tomer, if Gameplank has ult up, does he know? If he did, that's a free pick on point, but instead he still gets lane priority. He knows Jack's on the other side of the map. He's just going to crush his wave in and get the free play. Have we seen the dragon get killed yet?
I don't.
No, that thing's been there for a long
Yeah.
time. We are seeing a million fights breaking river over for it. Fine, coming back for round number 5. Down but not out.
Well, we'll keep pushing.
Oh,
respect that.
Tarek just gets annihilated by that. Almost dead, too.
Oh,
And that
no.
misfortunal. Highest AD ratio in the game. Does Binna maybe manage to get out, though? Yes, not Tarek. Karma Shield is huge. Nyla has a movement speed, but does get slowed by almost everything in their team. Now both are just trying to space out, zone out, get the pick. Misses that thing. Anyone near on the map to respond? No. Fine is actually coming down to intercept. Oh, but trades it. Very nice by Doom right there.
Yeah, no, Doom was fighting hard in that. Those few moments.
Fine here. Maybe we can shove wave and finally get that Drake take. Although we can't push up too far lest Annie do the good old 1-2 ultaroo. Oh, there it is. Tarek can respond, but Riven does have 5 million dashes. Evades the Jack stun as well with Flash. Lilia does get spotted. So it looks like Idaho is maybe trying to force the Drake take now, although they probably aren't because they still have control on Drake. Maybe it's just another fight for the 50 millionth time.
You know, just gotta fight.
It's a very hectic game. Oh,
Yeah.
Misfortune does 1 million damage, but does get stunned. Backs off knowing that. Riven gets hit with it. Lilia able to flank here, but that Tarek ult might make this fight unwinnable for them. Jax goes in. No flash. Still hits the stun. Gets the pick on Riven. He is getting poked by tower, and in comes Lilia. Will Jax get out? Nope, the ult is going to guarantee his death. Tarek gets slapped. Tarek's going to die as well with no ult. And now Annie is so low under tower. If she doesn't back off, she's going to get dove.
Yeah, no, I gotta.
Now, this is pretty much a free Drake unless some really awful combination happens. But Nyla is splitting bot. Actually, it looks like they have decided to prioritize a mid take while Lilia solos, which honestly probably for the best. Orin does get a little bit of retaliation. Wait, no, never mind. That's not Gangplank. That's a ward. Something in my eyes checked. That's not even a ward, actually. That's Orin Q. Thankfully, no one's flaming me in the chat. Yeah, Misfortune low on mana, going to back off after CS and mid. Misfortune does have all those lethality items, will kill you at a glance. Finally, Drake take a 16 minutes from red side. Rift Herald is also up. Looks like maybe Jax is going to path to do it.
Gamer?
Lose clear vision, but in the meantime, Nyla's getting dove again. For her, the bot lane experience, 4 in her lane. What are you supposed to do about that? Blue can't even retaliate at this point. It's too late
Yeah,
now.
no, it's just,
Jax actually invading Lilia's top side, probably actually the better choice than what I said. Riven has gone top. Looks like Gangplank is now opting to stay mid and hit with those ults. Oh. Orin does get the stun off, is going to win the trade, but if it goes on for longer, it could not be in his favor, maybe. Actually, I don't know how many kills he has. That oh, gets stunned by Riven. Riven looking to take the fight. A little bit of a skull happening in bot river, too. Fight comes out. Oh, Gangplank barely kills Tarek, makes out Ignite on him. That Triumph Box saving him.
This is a slaughtered.
3 kills, by the way. While this was on that, Riven solo killed Orin in the top lane as well. Now, honestly, folks, at this point, it's 12 to 19. Wazoo has a 9k gold lead. It's not looking good. Orin types, what happens is E happens to the best of us. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this was a good start to this match, but it's clear that Wazoo has some real skill when it comes to League of Legends. I know that you guys have been up against some, like, pretty good teams.
I honestly don't know how our match history has gone.
Yeah, no. In terms of match history, we took a look at it earlier today. Y'all are, like, pretty stacked. It's impressive.
So at this point, basically just keep your eyes peeled on Gangplank and Misfortune. Both of them are just be dispensing absolute amounts of damage. We are seeing the Rift Herald come out. They are probably just going to start sitting down with the early close. Tarek does get the flash stun off on Karma, going for the kill. Gets a stun off. Yep, good stuff from them. Nyla gets the pick that could be so important for the ADC to come back. Yeah, basically as far, not many objectives off for either team. Lilia is maybe coming top for a pick. Does he know? Does he know? Nope, gets slammed, but it is Orin, so he doesn't take that much damage. I think he is just going to try and distract him until Riven shows up. No one else on blue team really coming up because I think they're looking for that pick on Misfortune mid.
Yeah.
We are seeing Orin ult come out, but he gets slept, unable to use it. Awful counter right there. And that's just over.
Ooh,
in the meantime, Nyla and Tarek trying to get a pick on Misfortune, but she just does too much damage. Trades out, but that is a lot of money for Jax. That's 700 gold, and Jax can't snowball. Yeah, very unfortunate for Orin there. Barely missed the kill. You know how it is.
It happens.
Oh, Jax going on Karma. Maybe looking for a pick, but can he get the stun off? Yes, gets it off. But Lilia doesn't have ult, but does get the speed up on the wave. Going to poke him out, kills him.
Oh.
Now Riven is just splitting top of that Void Grub and Massive Wave. Gangplank looks like did manage to bully Annie out of bot lane there while they're having a 1v1. Nyla on the back ropes. Yeah, and now all tier 2 towers about to go down, looking to be a very bit of a landslide for Idaho to come back from.
Yeah, no, getting back from here is definitely going to be very difficult.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think it.
Yeah, literally no towers have gone down from Washington. It's not looking great.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's. Yeah. Oh. Lilia just poking a little bit, getting knowledge of what's happening on jungle. Looks like they might be converging for a pick on Orin. Nope, it's just fine looking for that last one. Gets the stun off, but doesn't cancel a dash. Yet backs off before others can show up. Conrad knowing what's happening mid lane. Tarek gets the stun off again, going to go in, but will he survive Misfortune? Oh, maybe he's going back off again. Yeah, this is pretty much how late game goes. You just wait for waves and hopefully some dice and poke, which it looks like Tarek might.
Yeah. Exactly.
Annie is waiting there for the world's biggest cheese. Gets the stun off out of vision. Impressive. Yeah. Idaho getting a little bit back. They are still more than 10k gold down.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. Oh my lord. Gangplank barrel blows up Nyla, but it's not enough quite to get the pick. Does get her back off. Annie going to be looking for a pick on Gangplank maybe? Nope. Dies to Misfortune, who at this point I think is doing like a fifth of her damage per auto. Unethical.
100%.
Gangplank and Misfortune are just clearing these waves. They're getting mid-prile up for this Drake. Lily is also clearing vision on bottom jungle. Yeah. Not really sure what Idaho can do at this point, I'll be real. Unless someone falls asleep with a whale in Washington. Oh, chasing down Tarek. It's fun. Oh, Jax comes from behind trying to get the kill on Gangplank. Gets a stun up? Yes, goes down. So that's 2 Nyla picks actually. So Nyla now with 1,300 more gold, able to probably finish an item, I want to say.
Red team has slain.
Yeah, Idaho is trying to rush Drake to intervene, but at that point, Check already started and it was already gone. So now Washington with 2 Drakes. Someone have the advantage. If I remember correctly, Cloud Drake is the old CRS. Oh, fine. Waiting in the jungle like a rat for 20 years. Dodges the Jack Stun. Goes back in. R2 is not enough. Both sides have to back off. Unless your name's Orn and you're looking for more. Not gonna lie, I don't think Orn wins this, but he can get out, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, no.
Karma, I think, looking to secure some vision for the inevitable Baron take that probably will close out this game if it happens. We are seeing TP come out from Gangplank to keep splitting bot again. Yeah, I think we are just going to see a Baron take in a few minutes, probably with the way Vision's going. Orn trying to maintain our top lane.
Yeah, no, we're at a point where it's very clear how it's going to end up, but we're going to see how close it ends up.
Yeah.
You know?
We're even getting the cops called him, let's see if it works. Oh, flash from Tarek.
Oh.
She's going down.
Oh, yeah, no. That's there.
Goes to Jax.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that misfortune is just obscene.
No, you said it earlier when they were picking that Misfortune does a lot.
Yeah,
Damage.
Misfortune's whole name is just a ton of damage. A lot of AD ratios. Maybe not like super good at one against other reasons, but still insane. Jack's coming out here for the 1v5. Actually does get a few, but the sleep from Lilia could be huge. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Tarek is inside for the ult comes out. Orin does get the ult on Misfortune, but he's able to reach. No, flash and other peel means that he's doomed. And now Orin is going to go down too. Probably Lilia chasing him down. Yes? Oh? Yeah. And that's an ace, actually. So, yeah, they're just closing it out. Good job from both teams, honestly. Yeah. We are seeing maybe a little bit of BM by Washington not closing out the game immediately, but I think everyone does that to some extent.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know, we're all here in the lab together, so...
Oh, Jackson does get the last minute shutdown of Misfortune. Camera asleep at the wheel. Once again, Riot fix your game.
Yeah, good game.
Good game.
Gosh, that was... I'm so glad you guys were able to see it. This time. Obviously, wish the Vandals are able to get a leg up. I'm biased. It's okay.
No worries.
But, no, that is really impressive. I'm glad I got to see this game like this, because I know that the BS2's team is pretty strong when it comes to League, and you guys have a lot of really talented players. So it's nice to be able to go up against a team where it's like, we can kind of see where we want to get going, you know, what your strategies are at. We can push ourselves to do better.
Yeah. I don't have much to comment as far as like division performance goes.
What is up, you guys? We are back with Game 3, UI Wazoo. We have the same caster we had last
Hi,
round.
I'm Dow again.
Thanks, because I totally didn't forget your name.
Of course not, Sam.
Dang it.
I gotta mog you on that.
You do. And then it's me. It's Game 3, so you get the coaches special. We're looking if you want to go ahead, production, and switch us over to the screen so we can start talking bands picks. I don't think he's listening to me. So
Pick bands!
Oh, yeah, my bad.
we're just gonna holler at production.
Yeah,
It's fine.
easiest way to communicate with me. There you guys go.
Okay, cool. We're on pick bands. So losing side, pick side. So we went with the
Yeah.
blue side again, obviously. We're seeing the Briar Jinx Akali bands. You know, you and I were talking a little bit about the Briar band coming out. JJ Jaggers really likes the Briar play, so it's
Yeah.
not surprising that's constantly been banned. Also in bans, completely unsurprising, the Nyla Tarek Wazoo finally banned out, and we finally said no to Karma.
Yep.
Seeing some classics that were played, seeing some new champs. We've got the same top and jungle on our side, and then an Ari mid, a Jin and a Janna.
Yeah.
I
Jin and
really hate that we brought the J bot lane,
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
Jin is really strong this patch, but I do think Caitlyn naturally kind of beats him out a little bit, I want to say. Maybe I
it
have the direction wrong.
I think it depends on how they play it.
Okay.
Because they both have the empowered auto, the headshot, or the critical.
Yeah.
So I think it's whoever can land the most of those.
Yeah.
I will say, I'm looking forward to seeing the Riven top lane. We made the mistake. We basically dared Tomer to do it.
Oh.
So that's their own fault. I will say, I was telling you this earlier, I do like the versatility being shown by Wazoo. You brought the Karma mid, and then you brought the Karma support. You brought the Riven mid, and now you're bringing the Riven top. You're showing that you're good players no matter what champ it is, and I can respect that.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty excited to see the Zero mid coming out from Find. Zero's pretty strong in pro play, but so far this match he's been mainly playing more Karma mid, a little bit of poke, and then also Riven mid, which ended up being like a strong go-in champ. And Zero right now, if anyone's seen gameplay of him at a high level, his synergy with those new AP items is frankly pretty disgusting.
Is that way for a lot of champs?
It is for a lot of champs. I do think Azir is probably the strongest abuser of it per se, because he can get off on his autos more than like on a burst rotation.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. I'd also like to say, not that you saw this, but we don't do our band picks in game.
Yeah.
We do our band picks on a separate website where Smolder is actually a valid selection. So Washington State almost banned out Smolder for funsies. So, you know, they're taking this third game very seriously tonight. Smolder's in champ dropping, I think, in the next patch.
I want to say he's supposed to be like a AP sort of like keep away APC almost.
He's a soul squishier.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does still have that like fly and shoot AP at you thing.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah, and then if I remember correctly, he also stacks like a soul. So I think he's a
think.
slightly squishier Aurelion soul.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're doing on spectator delay and how much longer we have to keep chatting.
Yeah. Interesting to see that Jax Jung will come out again this time against Kindred, who should. Does Kindred? I think
Kindred
does
can.
Yeah, Kindred is better, right? She can kite out a little,
The
and also the ult works way better.
Kindred's little. Okay, Kindred ult is just disgusting.
Yeah. Well.
But her little circle thingy, because Jax wants to go in on the champion, and
Right.
so, like, it's the same thing against Jax into a Yorick. When you want to go in on the champion, but the champion has minions going in on you, you're getting damaged when you're trying to do your thing, and it's not
Yeah.
great.
The W does pass through the Jax Counter-Strike, although it is still going to be choking on most of Kindred's damage. I guess it's just more timing-wise, because I'm pretty sure for a while Kindred can probably kite out of his E unless it's completely like cooked up beforehand. Maybe I'm wrong. Otherwise, I'm not really sure why the Kindred got picked, except for fun.
You know, if
'Cause-
this was the best of 3, we'd have lost already. And
Yeah.
it's, you know, like 9:30 at night, and we've been having issues, and we're tired. I wouldn't be surprised if they're just playing for fun at this point.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they definitely put in a good couple comps the first couple games, because your guys' season starts tomorrow, right?
I don't know anything about our division.
It
I've just
does.
seen
It
cast.
does. It starts tomorrow. You guys start competitive play tomorrow. We start
Gotcha.
on Friday. So it's warming up. and exposing a lot of weaknesses on our end. Hey, production, anybody want to tell me how much longer I have to keep yapping for?
I don't think they're listening.
Where's my Word document? My Word document is gone.
It's on Teams.
What? That's just a Teams Word document?
Wait. Should I just holler again?
I mean, I think it'll be funnier if we just kind of...
Just passive-aggressive type in the doc?
Well, yeah, it's like a 2004 Volkswagen. It's gonna be like
They're talking about Volkswagens.
Yeah.
They are very much not paying attention.
meow. How much longer? Hayden!
I love our production, but I'd also like to keep in mind that it's 9:30 and they've been going for 3.5 hours.
I have computer science homework due at midnight.
Are you going to be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I have to make most of it done.
Okay.
Yeah, it is funny, though.
Yeah, I'm...
We are getting word that 2 computers crap themselves, so I guess we're going to have to keep yapping for a while.
Well, you know, that's better than it was.
Yeah.
We had like 5 and then like 3, so the fact that we're down to 2 is totally promising.
It gets lower each time.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
If you guys were with us last semester, our computers really don't like League of Legends. And you'd think if they don't like League, they probably don't like Riot, so they'd hate Valorant too, right? Love Valorant, just can't stand League of Legends.
Well,
It is terrifyingly awful. We're working on it. IT can tell me a lot of what it isn't, but IT can't tell me what it is.
yeah, I saw that brief error showing like couldn't save spectator data exiting game. I don't know how it's having an error saving spec.
I think that's getting thrown because they're having to go into a pause.
Okay.
But this is also the 4th different spectator computer we've used tonight.
I see.
If you were here for game 1, which you were not casting for, Mel was, game 1, we lost the last 10 minutes of the game, which honestly, if you're a UI fan, no big tragedy there. It was kind of rough.
I like looked over from the audience and I just saw like them in the base. I was like, huh?
Yeah. You know, you guys, your team's diamonds, and we're not. We're expected to lose heading into this matchup, and what I'm really realizing makes it stand apart is just the mid game. You know,
Yeah, I think you guys do okay in laning, but then a few team fights go poorly and then it snowballs. I want to say.
what really happened first game, I'm going to be entirely honest, I was a terrible coach. I was focused on getting computers to work.
Whatever needs to happen needs to happen. It's okay.
Second game, they did a lot better. I'm going to be honest. What happened first game was the top laner didn't stick to the plan. Top laner Olaf thought he could take on a Gwen.
I won't lie. The first two times was okay, and then it happened like the next 4 times. I started like,
Our top laner Olaf is his comfort pick, and when he runs Olaf, he's gonna run it down, which when you're fed Olaf that's winning is great and amazing, and when you're not, you're just kind of throwing things into the Gwen, and the Gwen punished it.
Yeah, the lane bully like archetype is pretty okay, except that Gwen is eating way too well this patch, and it just doesn't work out in the matchup.
Yeah, it didn't work out super great.
Yeah.
So second game, we saw the Ornn. We saw a lot more passive gameplay. Really held lane pretty well.
Yeah.
We didn't see the gangplank get too chunky off of Ornn.
Yeah.
We saw the gangplank getting some really nice kills in with that global ult, but we didn't see that top lane imbalance.
Yeah.
Really, if you want the coach's view, where we're at is laning phase goes all right. And then you guys start roaming and you start getting picks and we start trading, which is great, except we're going down a kill or 2 kills, and those really add up pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's better than the first game where we lost in laning phase.
That was. Yeah. Well, now we are seeing. We're loading in, and
We are loading in.
is that Riven skin?
Ha. Oh, it's Tomer again.
Wow, that's not how you spell renowned.
That's okay. The top laners were flirting with each other.
Yeah.
heading into the last game.
I saw it was very
It was great.
riveting. Yeah.
It was lovely.
Yeah.
I will say it's a credit to these guys that they're hanging out and having fun, and that's why we like the LANs. That's why we invited them over.
Yeah.
And in terms of that, it's been great.
What am I seeing?
I
Someone else corrected the other guy on the renowned spelling. Now I'm seeing like Lulu Lover discourse in the chat. I think I might have to call some authority.
Our support's comfort pick is Lulu. We haven't seen it come out this series, and we won't. We're seeing the Yana instead, but Lulu kind of goes hard.
Yeah, I think Lulu is pretty okay in this comp. It's just more. She's always been like a very like support the hyper carry, and now everyone and their mothers running lethality in bot lane.
Yeah. So I'm kind of terrified.
Yeah.
For Yana, honestly, because Caitlyn Lux is like the epitome of poke.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Caitlyn. I hope the Janus shooting will come out, but Caitlyn Lux. All I'm saying is I'm still gunning for Carrier to get his world skin.
That's fair. That's fair. So.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming over.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I hope I can cast more, but also I need to check with the esports.
This is if you were with us last season, none of our shoutcasters really knew the game of League, and we didn't have time to teach them, so I shoutcasted basically every game last season.
Okay.
And now we have some really good casters who you actually haven't seen tonight. Aiden. You'll probably never actually see Aiden cast League because he's on my JV squad. But
He was going to cast originally tonight, right? But then he had another engagement coming up?
He's here. He's just been trying to fix the computers.
Ah.
So we prioritized him on the technical side of things. But yeah, this is like a one-off for me this season. So I'm excited. This setup is like a lot nicer than it was.
Yeah.
We have like way more monitors now, and we can actually talk back to production. We couldn't before. I don't know. Maybe we should have taken you guys up on the green screen offer.
I don't think we've really used the background is different from where we record in Wazzy, but in Wazzy we didn't really use the green screen that much. It was just having like a flat background, like a dark.
That's fair. We before we remodeled, we were on that wall, on the opposite side of the lab, and that was a nice flat wall.
Yeah.
So.
I guess one thing I'll comment on is I'm pretty sure people are still trying to work out Azir runes this patch because he can run like I want to say any precision keystone have it be okay. He ran Keystone not Keystone, he ran Conqueror last season because Conqueror is Conqueror. Fleet is probably more because Ari's going to poke him to death in laning. And Lethal seems to be a choice. I'm not sure.
I don't mid lane. I support jungle for the most part, but I just hate Azir. Like, I hate playing into Azir. I'm going to be disgusted by everything Azir pulls out this game, just because it's an Azir. And, the beauty of Azir is it's one of those champs where you actually have to be good to execute him well.
Yeah, he's definitely a high, like, skill floor champ.
Not to say anything about the support player or anything like that, but Lux is a pretty easy champ to pick up. Caitlyn's a pretty easy champ. You hit Q, you hope to trap people. Like, there is skill to it, but you can be semi-decent at the champ.
Yeah.
And obviously, all you guys are diamonds. Like, you're not bad at the game, which is what makes the Caitlyn all the more terrifying, I think, because diamond Caitlyns are, like, a step above normal Caitlyns.
Yeah, the crit, like, headshot skill chaining gets kind of nuts at a certain level, especially, like, the bush shots, like, generate more.
I'd like to say that we were pitching this as a rivalry, and I just saw in chat that the junglers are trying to get together to work on homework after this. So, clearly everybody's taking this very seriously.
Yeah.
I think the Wazoo CS scrim last night went about like this.
We have a CS team? I know our esports lounge doesn't run CS because there's some weird policy about like it having like gambling basically through the case opening.
Okay, I'm not very familiar with CS.
Oh, basically, Steam has, you can open up weapon cases. So Valorant, you just buy the cases, or you just buy the weapon skins more or less, right? It's on rotation.
Yeah.
In CS, you can buy a case and a key and it give you a random weapon, but also the other things you can sort of liquidate it on the Steam market for like Steam wallet money. So I think as far as like regulation goes, Wazoo's more sketchy on having that. So I don't think we have an official, or at least on like in the esports lounge, you can't play CS. We might still have a team, which I assume.
It was Counter-Strike. They played last night at 8.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see Counter-Strike and stuff, but usually I don't follow as much as my friends. I don't know what's to make
I
of it.
know it exists. I also know it's one of the many first-person shooters we have, and all I'm going to say on that end is there's a reason I'm the League of Legends coach.
Yeah.
My fiance has tried to get me into the first-person shooters, and it's
Yeah.
kind of ugly.
Yeah, it's
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 not
rough
pretty.
getting past the aiming curve. My game sense I want to say is okay, but I also have the reaction time of like maybe I should get into nursing home. You know what I mean? I got that like guy turns a corner 5 seconds later, and I'm like staring at a gray screen.
And then you're already dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting pointed. I know what pointing is.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have been informed that the computer has gotten fixed in record time, might I add. Looks like we're
Yeah.
only going to end up counting the spectator pause having about 13 seconds of a 13 minutes of a pause this time. And we wonder why it's 9:40 at night and we're just now going into game 3. It's fine.
Yeah. Any
And
second
production
now, I
is talking
swear.
about houses.
Yeah.
And
We went from cars to houses.
I think the theme is things we can't afford right now.
Hurts a little too much. Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. I've decided that I'm just never going to buy a house until, like, either the housing market crashes again or, like...
Praying in earnest that like
Oh,
every buyer's market or every like seller's market simultaneously crashes. You know what I mean?
that would be lovely.
Yeah.
And, like, the problem is I think it's looking like it is going to crash, but, like, in a year when we're still in college and or just starting off and, like, don't actually have the money to buy a house.
Yeah.
So, it's fine. Maybe I'll be in a house by the time I'm 30. It's fine. On the other hand, I hate yard work, so, like, living in an apartment isn't the worst deal.
Yeah. Any moment now.
Yeah, waiting for Observer to catch up. It's a 3-minute lag.
Oh,
we're in.
Finally.
We're in.
Yeah.
Now, as long as Observer doesn't freeze this game.
Why is Wazoo so purple? Oh, why'd
no.
you say it?
Oh, no, I jinxed us.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh, no.
why?
Kaz, Phoenix.
It did
Thank
freeze.
you for
yes.
noticing.
Yeah.
I'd like to blame Wazoo for being too purple.
Mm.
I believe that is what did it.
Oh wait, no, it's not back. It was just the camera moving. It is
Oh,
back.
Oh, they're still too purple.
They are still very purple.
That's so purple. Oh, but so are we.
Yeah.
Why is everybody purple?
Maybe it's purple night. I don't know.
Did we decide this? Did we not decide this? I don't know.
Yeah. Looks like we are going to see a little bit of a scuffle coming out on the bottom of it, maybe? Yeah, we do see a little bit of a Q lob shot by Caitlyn. Now they are trying to chase. Jack's a little
There's the
isolated.
Lux E. Jack's way overextending compared to the rest of his team is, and
Yeah.
we're already seeing that Caitlyn Lux poke coming into play.
Not the most substantial thing ever, but Lux is just going to get that support quest a little bit more progressive.
And then we see the Riven Kindred on the early invade.
Yep.
Looks like the Kindred's backing, and Riven's going to do it. And it looks like we do have Vision up there, I'm pretty sure.
No, I think that's just a red side rather than blue side.
Maybe?
Unless,
Oh, the blue pings are going out. That's why I was curious.
Yeah. Are they
Maybe
just
they're just
focusing?
psychic.
Oh, Proc's electrocute.
Does.
Jenna kind of caught out. Gets the E slow zone, but she does hit the tornado.
And is
on
getting
Vision.
absolutely poked to
Uh-oh.
death. So
Top
Orange
lane
Jax
trade.
definitely did feel out that Riven there.
Yeah.
Not sure if that was lucky or not. Looks like, excuse me, Jax is going to start topside.
Yeah.
And Riven's going to hang out in jungle, maybe looking for a
Yeah.
yoink-a-doodle-doo.
I'm witnessing some horrifying wave control going in bot lane. Looks like they're maybe trying to aim for an earlier level 2 with their obscene poke on Caitlyn.
Maybe.
pro play, ladies and gentlemen. I don't, yeah. Or knows something's there. Can he really approach though? Going to experience
Getting
level
the
1
flash
Riven.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
that's
is just poke game. I don't know what to say. Ari is getting a little bit of advantage on his.
Ari's doing pretty well into the Azir. I
Oh.
can comfortably say that.
Riven's going to jail for this.
I'm
game,
not
I
having
don't know what to say.
flashbacks to game 1 of Gwen
Yeah.
chasing down Olaf.
Um,
Not at all.
Janna also very low after like 20 years of consecutive poking. Yeah. Oh, he's
Early
sending
level-
it. He's sending it, but that bone plane does seem a little
Early
bit.
level 2 advantage in both the bot lane and the top lane.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
No, I
Well,
hate to
I
see
love
it.
to
You
see
love
yeah,
to see
well,
it.
Yeah. Jin does finally get that level 2, but not that much more options for him, all things considered. We are seeing Ari pushed into the mid lane, and maybe Kindred will spawn. I kind of doubt it, though, because he knows Jax is going to be around the same timing.
And there's the Kindred coming in
Yep.
early,
Oh.
getting the little circle thing down. I really needed to learn its name. Already getting the damage down. In comes the early first blood. In comes the Jax, looking for the Kindred, but nothing there. No ignite or anything like that.
That should be huge, actually, because of Kindred probably to mark up on Ari, maybe. So if she
Maybe.
got that extra. Oh. Riven going in. Oh,
Some
cancels
good
the dash.
damage down.
Flashes, gets the
Flashes in,
pick.
does get a turret.
Welcome to top lane. Caitlyn just poking, crashing waves. Knows that Jax is a little low, so can't really respond. Yeah. Looking a little grim. Caitlyn pretty low, but Lux has about 1,000,000 HP. Ari does get back into lane. Has the HP advantage now, but Azir's just looking to crash the wave and get a healthy back for himself.
Lux
as well.
is looking a little low on mana. I have mained Lux in my past, so mana is really important, especially with the zoning that we're trying to see there. So hopefully either going to get a quick back out of the Lux to where we can push a little bit on the Caitlyn, or just get her out of mana to where she can stop poking us to death.
Yeah. Ari is peeking into deep ward there. Seems mostly fine. Kindred looks like she's not trying to contest that top side.
No, the biggest thing I've been pushing on these guys is more vision. You know, first round we had an undetected Kayn gank top and bottom, and that's part of what sunk Olaf, and that's part of what got Kayn ahead.
Vision is super integral. Speaking of which, do they know Kindred's there? Is this? Oh.
I think
they
they
got.
did.
I want to say they actually probably got baited into. Like they could have figured out through like timing, but Kindred did do the sweep, made sure it was in ward there, and waited for Janet to walk up and ward. Luckily, no death came out, but that is going to be very unfortunate for Jin here, as Lux sits in bush for the next 20 years because Jin can't really do anything about that. Tons of fun.
Yep. Lux bush play is impeccable.
Yeah.
I'm still hoping production gets us our objective timers and our scoreboard. But until then, we're going to see both Void Grubs and First Drake popping up in about 4 seconds.
Yep.
One thing that is interesting that I noticed both of the first 2 games is Void Grubs weren't contested.
Yeah.
UI got first Void Grubs, Wazoo got second Void Grubs. They kept it even 3-3.
Yeah. Void Grubs seem to be like a pretty safe-ish objective to take, I want to say, because people I think are going to use the Viper bot prile. Speaking of safety, more Riven harassment coming out top lane. Gets the Conqueror pot because, of course.
Yeah, I will say we played a game against a Grandmaster in the top lane, and that was worse than this.
Oh, yeah.
But Lauren really needing to play that turret. From the coach's perspective, this is great practice.
Yeah. Owen does get upgraded in lane, but not sure if he can stay much longer in any case.
Bonk.
Yep. Idaho bot lane pushed in a little bit bot side, but overall pretty good. Just from the top. I think Riven is looking for that dive. Will it pay off though? Oh,
yep,
R2.
that's the ult.
Yeah.
Takes 2 turret shots, but with the shield not nearly enough.
Jack's coming back for vengeance, but Riven, yeah, kind of 3 dash. Oh no, it couldn't happen, right? It wouldn't happen. Okay, yeah.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everything is fine.
Yeah, Jack's maybe gonna try and run down. In the
Looking for
meantime.
the roaming support, but there's the jungler and the support coming up. This
Oh,
is
massive ult.
great charm, but
Yeah.
the ult just getting it out.
Hearing boom whackers going crazy in the background from Wazoo fans, probably.
Yeah, all the UI fans left.
Oh,
They all have homework.
I feel that.
Yeah, same. Though to be fair, the only homework I have left is go to the gym. And that will not be happening tonight.
We are watching Prime Caitlyn Jin matchup. In the meantime, Azir is looking to get that last bit of HP on mid lane.
Ari's pushing hard. I think we could see a trade here potentially if Azir doesn't play it right.
Yeah.
Once again, first Void Grub's going completely uncontested to UI.
Yeah.
But Wazoo gonna get first Drake there, almost certainly also uncontested.
Yep. So blue.
Orin starting to clear out some vision. Try and prevent Kindred from sneaking up on him. Jana Tornado goes up. There's the root, which is great, but then say hello to Lux.
Yeah, it's
And
over
the
for Jin.
Ignite. Jin might be okay.
Jin's not dying here unless something very bad happens.
Had he walked into that cupcake, that would have countered something very bad. Azir flash,
Oh.
Jax going in, turret shots. Red team gets the dragon, but takes the Azir. We did see the trade.
Yeah.
Ari going down for it. Meanwhile, Riven doing Riven things to Ornn.
Unfortunately, rather fortunately for me, Wazoo is now at a 3.5k gold lead and with Drake up. So.
And they're going to turret dive on that poor guy. It wasn't even close. Getting the flash out of
Oh,
Lux.
stun, but
There's the JJ coming in. There's the damage. There's the
Insane
Yana, but
peel.
no root.
Yeah.
This is kind of ugly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Wow, I am really watching Caitlyn dive a. Oh my lord.
You're watching Caitlyn dive a Yana.
Oh, it's over. Oh no. Loudest boom whack I've heard in my life in the background.
There's only like 3 of them, too.
Yeah, I mean, we have.
No, stop it.
Yeah.
What I love so much about commentating is you celebrate the UI wins just as much as you celebrate the Wazoo wins. Granted, we're down 1-9. There's not many UI wins right here. But when they inevitably come,
Yeah.
we will celebrate them.
Maybe it'll be like a 3-9 curse. I don't know.
You know, anything is winnable.
Anything's winnable.
Anything
yeah.
is winnable.
That's.
Maybe the computer will give up in the middle.
Yeah. Listen, I got PayPal to pull the Ethernet cable. It's over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep it real. I'm pretty sure the only kill blue side has been Ari Jax onto this Azir actually. So
It was the Azir kill where Azir also got the Ari.
Riven
so
did proc Conqueror, so any trade going up further is gonna be
no trade ever is
dodges
working well
the
up
charm, by the way. What?
there. 3 going in on Azir and Azir.
Oh,
Azir.
flashes it.
Oh, that's 2. I thought Lux was Yana.
Yeah.
Whoops.
No,
Oh, because Yana was there.
Yeah, I think the charm missed over. Oh, nope, not going for that. I think the charm missed over Jana Tornado is very confusing navigation.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Lux was in her little white elementalist. There's a reason that skin is banned in pro play.
Oh, Kindred looking for a
And
kill.
Caitlyn,
oh,
boss.
Lethality Caitlyn, not okay. Get that off my screen. Oh, no.
Oh, this is...
We are seeing the, somehow control ward fights in bottom jungle.
We're not going to worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, scoreboard.
Oh my God, we finally have a scoreboard.
Oh, it's horrifying. Kindred has a.
Yeah, maybe we put it back down.
Yeah,
maybe we
Kindred
put
has
the
a
scoreboard
Kraken
back
Slayer
down
already.
there.
Oh, blasts.
Jax going in solidly on that Lux, and now we
Where
can't
are we
see what's
looking?
going on.
Okay. Does get the pick on Lux, but goes
Azir
down
gets
anyway.
the Jax with the ult.
Yep.
Ari looking to finish off the Azir.
I don't even think this is Azir.
Oh,
It's
that's the
Kindred
Kindred
ult.
ult.
That's why.
That's painful, my dude.
Oh, bypasses, gets the kill. Why am I watching Caitlyn Jin for the 5th time?
I'd like to point out we just dropped 3 viewers in that team fight.
Oh, beautiful.
If you're still here, I appreciate it.
Yeah. I feel like I'm watching Team Liquid in Worlds, you know what I mean? It's not...
Being a North America fan on the professional stage is just sad.
And amen, man. I don't know what to say.
Hey, we did better than Europe at Worlds.
For once, and then we immediately choked it again.
We did better than Europe at Worlds.
NA stands for no Americans. I forgot the rest of the toss.
Oh. If you watch the pro play circuit at all, even just MSI and Worlds, there's 2 tiers. There's Korea and China, and then there's
everyone else.
US and America.
Yeah.
And like everybody else is
US
like,
and America.
it's been a long day.
Yeah, we did see Jax try and get a pick on Kindred, I want to say, but did get
Gets
Lux
the
really
charm
quick
on the
time.
Kindred, but then there's the Azir going in, and that's just
This
painful.
is really some kind of nightmare blunt rotation.
We
I'm not
have
gonna
2
lie.
kills.
Yeah!
We're the boomsticks.
2 kills more than me.
At least the Space Groove Orin animations are cute.
Actually, I lied, by the way. Kaylin's not building Lethality, it's Storm Razor. And I forget that's because they released another energized item, which also has Lethality, which I think is called Voltaic Cycle Sword or something. I want to
That
say.
sounds like an item name that I
Yeah.
saw in the latest patch.
Yeah, I did watch. Bush
Caitlyn Lux chasing down Yana,
Aw.
dodging the Lux ult, but the Caitlyn ult that auto locks, no such luck there.
Jax did try and intercept it, but barely misses it. And I'm watching Azir sprint down ADC. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to say our top lane is holding.
Yeah.
Woo! How many deaths does the top lane have?
The camera is perfectly.
The camera's
concealed. We look
perfect.
on that side too.
Oh,
Two.
okay, 2.
That's possible.
You know,
Jax
that's
is trying to
better
intercept
than-
in this Void Grubs take. I do think he maybe
Oh,
wins against
that's
Kindred.
he wins against Kindred, but not against the other
yeah.
3.
I just
And-
watched the Avengers assemble. You know what I mean? Gotham needs several Batmen. I don't.
You just switched from Marvel to DC
Yeah.
halfway through that analogy.
I do want to say pro play is impressive on the coordination. That never happens in solo queue.
You know, you'd like to think it would, and then it just doesn't.
Instead, I just get slurs. Oh! Dodges the left
Instead, you just
but
get
ta-
question
oh.
mark ping a million times.
Yeah. Caitlyn Q does catch Ahri out despite the ult dodge. Azir just splitting bot because, honestly, he's super safe. I don't need
It's
that.
not like, I'm sorry, it's not like the
Jenna-
8-0-2 Caitlyn and the 2-1-7
Yeah.
Lux really need the 4-1-3 Azir.
Yeah, Janna did try and shield the turrets, save a little bit. Got auto twice and queued by Caitlyn.
And there's the
then,
first turret for
Yeah.
Caitlyn.
You know, this is one of the games of all time. I'm not sure what else to say.
As a caster, this is great to cast.
Yeah.
As the UI fan and coach, this is painful and I want to go to bed.
Oh, Jackson becoming a little vengeance mid lane. Is now going to get poked.
Azir turret putting in the work on that Ahri already down to half. Top lane holding strong.
Yeah. Directed camera giving us the importance. Oh, Jax goes in,
That's
but
the
is
Caitlyn and
peeled to
ow.
death like an orange. Just brutal.
Peeled to death like an orange.
I don't know what to say.
It was good.
Thank you.
It was good.
We do see Caitlyn pings coming off from blue side. Perfectly understandable. I think we do the same. Jin maybe getting vengeance. And he's
He's 3
wait,
levels down.
no,
He's 3 levels down. There is nothing to
Yeah.
do there. Caitlyn not killing the Yana this time, but the Ignite
by a
might do the
hair.
work.
Yeah, it's not happening, but way too close. Kindred dispensing.
How? Or no!
Or no!
Woo!
Oh, Baker, what was that?
You know, we're down 2 and 23.
Oh, the
That's
dive,
just
but-
painful.
oh, misses the kill barely.
has the health.
Kindred
He's gonna get out of there
ults
alive.
because, of course, barely out of range of either turret, gets out safely, and now
Orin might need to actually back.
the hard way.
Oh!
Living on a prayer. I don't know what to say.
This should be 2 to 25. I mean, what?
Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
What is JJ doing? Getting the
Wait,
damage
what?
down on
Oh!
the Kindred.
I've never seen such a struggle. I don't know what to say. Like, you know, if Kindred wasn't 6-0, it probably would have worked, right? Lux queuing a window right
We
there.
kill!
Yeah!
The shutdowns are just investing in the
1,000
future.
Yeah, 1,000 gold to Ahri. It's funneling. Trust.
Yeah, 1 and 6 Ahri now.
Yeah.
We were investing
Better than
in
0
our
and 6.
future.
Guess the Charm Azir. I will.
There's the Charm.
There's no way he dies. I'm keeping it
There's the
100.
Azir ult.
He's playing StarCraft. I don't know what to say. Random E from Lux hit clips Ahri. Ults doesn't quite get
That's
the
just
kill.
Lux bullshittery.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get told to watch my language for that one, but that is just Lux
It
BS.
happens.
JJ going down under
Oh,
turret, gonna get the
oh.
kill on the Azir. That's another quite lovely shutdown. That one to the jungler. It's 4.
It's 4. Yeah. Oh,
Caitlyn cleaning
random
up.
Caitlyn from behind going to auto, especially hard to what?
Oh, trying to get the Riven just to even it out. There goes the Caitlyn ult on the Yana.
Brutal Riven bait there, by the way. Waiting for 20 years just to slap him with the big wave. I don't.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
Thank you for the exciting match comment.
It's painful.
Yeah. At least it's fast. Hopefully.
I'm
could
gonna
go
let
like-
that comment slide because you have like a 20-minute drive back to Wazoo.
Caitlyn autoing twice. Oh,
Getting
not quite.
tornado coming up just a little bit short. Getting the root
Oh,
down on the Caitlyn.
Lux
Getting the
ult.
root. Everything down on that Jax.
I think Kindred is.
Woo! In goes the Jax. Out goes the Jax.
I don't know. I think Kindred is currently soloing Rift. Yep.
Yeah, not. Oh my God, we're only
Mid-air
16
root. Well, that orbital.
The
hit-
ball!
Oh
Let's
yeah.
go! There's
Stolen
the
by Jana. Let's go. The pink's coming out immediately.
And there's the kill on the Jana.
You're crying
Dodging
if
the
you're
Lux
Jax.
ult.
That hit like 300 APM
Woo!
on those
Directed
pings.
cam. I don't know what we're looking at anymore.
Yeah.
Woo!
Well, that's not directed. That's just like observer cam now. Now it's moving back.
There's the directed camera. Mid lane getting crushed again. You know, I've never seen a team so good at curb stomping through mid lane.
I don't know what to say. It just, yeah.
It's gorgeous. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate how good you are.
That Jana kill is gonna flash through my dreams tonight. That's.
It's gonna flash through Jagger's dreams as well. And Bino, for his part, is going to be very
push
cocky and
camping.
very excited. I'm trying to push out a base, not in hip down, but not the turrets like we've seen the past couple of games.
Yeah.
There's still a chance. The past couple games we've seen mid turret go down, and then in hip go down, and then just death.
Yeah. Azir coming back to fight against Jax again. Not sure what else to say.
Ari and Jin. I'd like to point out Jin's only level 9 and Yana's only level 8. They are both 2 levels down. Everybody's 2 levels down. Orin is holding. He's only 1 level down on his laner.
Yeah.
For the fact that we are down 5 to 31 and down, I don't want to do that math, amount of gold.
7. No, 17.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wish it was 7 about 10 minutes ago.
I think 17 can fund an entire build. You know what I mean?
17.
Orin barely gets out and then gets clipped by the big beam of death. Loud boom whackers in the background. Southern Series putting their heart and soul into that. Azir pokes for a 6th of Jana's HP.
And to think we gave you our pizza.
Yeah.
Lux is just the poke. Little Void Grub's coming in to help. And oh my God, I forgot about the Rift Herald.
Yeah, Ari
Shelly is dropped in base. It's not even close. Azir getting the ignite, getting the ult down. Jax going in, trying to find a last minute kill, getting a last minute kill on the Azir. Going down to the
foul and execute. You gotta. You love to see it, I guess.
Bino is fighting for his life. Or an ult!
Another turret.
Yeah! Orin getting just flambéed. Kindred ult. I don't think we needed the Kindred ult. Jin ult!
They are
we see Jin ult.
Yep. It's GG.
I'm not sure that counts as a good game.
Well, it is a
It certainly was a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a little painful. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
No comment.
You won.
Well, yeah, but you know sometimes.
I'm so glad we switched over before whatever.
Post game chat. What is my? I did it my way.
Liberty Mutual commercial
Insurance
first.
ads, nonsense.
You know we can't get ad blocker on the university PCs.
I don't think is that audio actually going to like the stream or is it? Oh, it is.
I think it is.
Okay.
I guess we're just gonna. I mean, in terms of song choice, impeccable.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's what we want on stream. We will find out about that.
We will get taken down in about 10 seconds, probably.
So I think that means that we have about 5 to wrap this up and go
all right,
home.
it's been nice knowing all of you.
Thank you for tuning in for the 3 hours that was supposed to be over an hour ago.
Yep.
We thank you for bearing with us through the technical issues. We'd like to once again, on stream this time, thank Washington State for making the trip over here.
I figure I should probably thank you, Idaho, on our behalf as well for having us here and playing with us.
It's been a fun game. I know we're already planning our next one for after the season. And I think the closing music's playing. It's not quite closing time, but I think it's pretty close, and I don't want to get us copyrighted.
Yeah.
So from all of us in the studio, thank you for tuning in. Go to bed. It's late. And safe travels to Washington State getting home. Don't die.
Thank you.
And I don't think production's watching to cut us, so I'm going to keep saying things so they know to cut us until they cut us.
I'm sure Cass will definitely notice that he should put the cut up wipe transition. It'll be really cool, and he'll do it, and it'll do it right in the middle of this. It'll be really funny. Please cut us off.
That was me. The Cavs went out to get pizza, so I was running production, and I can't hear you guys over there. So
Yeah, I'm pretty slow.
I just kind of cut when I felt like it, and that was on me.
I'm sure at any moment now we'll get.
We will.
Maybe I'll just stare at it silently until it.
You know, it's fine.
Okay, so
Aww.
the music cut out.
How do you pause in the middle of the chorus?
Yeah. Are we?
Maybe. Do I have things to start throwing? Wait, we're on camera. I can't stop throwing. We've been trying to get cut for the last, 2 minutes now. So, if...
Are you guys done?
We've been done. I've said goodnight about 4 times. For the last time, good night. This time production's
night.
paying attention.